in this book? You think that, okay, now all of a sudden, since Rebecca tricked everybody, now the whole projection with the plan of God changes because some woman changed something, and then they tell you that the Lord God came straight to her to tell them the plan. How do we get around this? I want you, before you go cheerleading for him, I want you to answer, how do we get around that? If you was him. If you was him, how do he get around this thing?
To be real, brother, I'm not sure. I'm gonna just be real. You know, this whole story of Rebecca and the blessings is a confusion to me. Being that I'm Muslim, so I still respect that Jacob is from I still respect Jacob's blessings. I still respect that the descendants came from Jacob, but I'm just saying from the biblical aspect, it kind of confuses me as far as like you know, just how he received his blessing and things like that, because we don't have this story within the Quran.
Okay, you don't I'm gonna enlighten you, okay? That's how to respect, because I'm here to edify the body. You know, people keep that confusion like what the wrong is doing. Okay, first of all, you take a lot of things out of context. Second, there is no biblical scholar saying that Jacob stole Esau's spiritual inheritance. He had no regard to it might have started with his birthright, but he gave that away. Also, he was not even part of the plan, because it already tell you that the Lord, the God, not his Isaac's best friend or anybody else, come and spoke to her. It's capital letters. That means that's a direct message for telling her his divine plan, because of what happened according to the book. What happened in the Garden of Eden? But do you know what happened in the Garden of Eden? Mankind failed. Mankind fell. Earth went into chaos. According to the book, he had to flood the earth because of all the wickedness. So after that, he had to have a redemptive plan for mankind. We had to have a good bloodline for this Messiah to come through, to be set apart. You understand that? Esau was never set apart. Do you know that his parents was pissed off that he was affiliated with people outside of the clique? Canaanite women and Ishmael and he was already pissed off with a nigga. You was next in line. But because your mental was low, why would you say your birthright? You don't think your brother would have just fed your dumb ass with the spirit to uplift you back up? Nigga, I don't know what's bothering you, but you giving up everything? You finna sell your soul for what? A bowl of soup and a Big Mac, nigga? And now you crying. Now he crying. Now he want to kill Jacob. Like he done did something to him. Like Jacob did something. Are you serious? I yield. Go ahead, man. You can build up what I said, and I can try to teach you what's really going on. Go ahead. But this guy's full of bullshit. Let's start backing him, bro. Only a few people in the Backchat here and there. The ones that been dealing with it too.
As far as the selling of the birthright, we don't know if the brother would have gave him food had he not sold the birthright. All we can go off is based on the deal that was made, and his brother was hungry, and in response his bargain that he made with him was his birthright.
Who fault is that?
I mean, I think that's a wild thing to ask.
I'm gonna go in mama's house and see what kind of food to nourish me.
If your brother is starving, and just needs some food, you know, I think asking for someone's birthright is a tough thing. He should have just gave without asking for his birthright.
I mean, he wasn't required to do that.
The story don't get into that, but maybe that's part of the. Hey, that's part of the Creator's divine plan, because he already knew who he's going to bring the Messiah through. You think what he would have did? You think a man's sin is going to change the predestination order of the Creator? We don't have that goddamn power. No. Do we, sir? Assalamu alaikum. Do we? We'll make peace be with you and all that. Do we have that power to change the whole fucking world of the greatest preordained plan? Do we have that power over one action? No, man, you're not going to try to tell me that. We're not going to try to blame Jacob. This nigga was a dummy. But now I'm going to put all this shit too. Niggas, you better use my hand. What you doing hungry? Hell no. This for me. I gave you one. You don't think the camp was nearby? You don't think nobody else was cooking? That's the literal aspect of it. The esoteric and exoteric meaning of it is that's your lower self. Go ahead, bro.
Well, I agree that Allah's will is going to be done no matter what we do, but I still do acknowledge that as human beings, we have a choice in what will play out. So I mean, like he gives us, he gives us the option. We can either do right or we can do good. And you do right, there's good consequences that come from it. And if you do wrong, there's bad consequences that'll come from it.
Uh-huh. So who did wrong?
I don't. I'm gonna be real, brother. This is a tough one for me, being that like I said, I believe from the Quranic aspect that Jacob was a righteous man, but just from the biblical aspect of it, I mean the story of this this deception is kind of it's kind of questionable in my mind.
So okay, go ahead, continue.
I mean, that's it. I mean, I think like I believe that Jacob's a righteous man from the Quranic perspective.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I want to know. So let me now ask yourself this: where was Esau coming from that he was hungry? You mean to tell me there was nobody else around? You don't think Esau ran with a team of niggas? You think after he got hungry and got out, took out his birthright, he ain't had no bitches? You don't think he didn't go over his woman's house? Why did she feed him?
I don't assume. I don't remember. I don't recall hearing anything about him having teammates with him when he was hungry, and I don't recall him having a wife with him.
Okay. Go ahead, bro. My fault. Go ahead. I cut you off.
I was just saying I don't assume anything as far as these scriptures. If it doesn't say nothing, I don't make an assumption regarding the matter.
So if you saying somebody owns something, is that a fact or is that your assumption and your perspective? You said I think he's owning something. Is that assuming? Yeah. You said that he is owning something. He might be owning. He's on to a goddamn lie. He's on the traditional way of looking at this book. Or he even esoterically right, because they say that Esau represents your lower self, sir. Because he want instant gratification, he want earthly desires. Go ahead, bro. So did you assume that he's on something, or you know for a fact that he's on something? And if you know for a fact that he's on something, can you tell me what he's on to?
Well, I'm gonna say I think based off of biblical principles. If we're talking about morals and stuff like that, we do know that deception and things of that nature are seen as negative or perceived badly. So I mean, it's easy to see that this was a form of deception. So I mean, based on that, I think he's onto something. I don't want to say that.
Okay.
I know or that I'm assuming, because it's based off of my moral understanding, but maybe I don't know all the aspects to morality the way that God intends.
Okay, so this is just a prime example of what goes on in 2026. Somebody wants something that's so bad that they'll sell their TV, they'll sell their woman, they'll sell their kids. Some of them go to the point they'll sell their soul, give up their booty hole for something they want. That is crackhead activities. That is crackhead type of movement. That type of action, what he was doing, selling something that's very important to you just to get something instantly there, something real fast. That is somebody who has a problem. Okay? Because he should already know, man, I got this, man, I'm the top brother. Shit, I got this coming to me. He gave up. Well, if he ever had a spiritual chance of getting a spiritual inheritance, which we already know that it was already predestined, because the Lord came straight to Rebecca before she was born. Before they were born. So he ain't owning nothing. You tell that nigga to start right there. You stop him in the tracks. Nigga, you start right there. And you tell me what he owned to. Because what I'm reading, there was a message that came straight to her. And then it lied to my, that she wasn't family. Evidently, Abraham sent his guy to whoever they sent to go get her. Because he knew that was family. So he has weak talking points. Now, what you talking about, if a person give you something, you going to be mad now later because you gave it away? Right? Hey, Jacob, hey, nigga, you want some of this, nigga? Hey, what you got? The fuck you talking about, nigga? Ain't shit free, nigga. What you been doing, nigga? Huh? This what Jacob told him. Nigga, he ain't dumb. He's smart. Cunning. Yeah, nigga. Huh? All right, now I'm finna get the rest of your shit, bitch. But that's earthly shit. I already got the Jacob already been predestined. It don't matter what he do on earth. It's already in the book that it said the plan was told to her. There had to be a plan because the fall of man in the garden. You gotta connect the whole story, bro. Ain't no bloodline coming through no Esau. Yeah.
Power to the black.
Power to the black. Peace, man. Go ahead, bro. You want to talk about it more?
I ain't got too much response on that.
Okay. Yeah. He said he waited 8 years for this. You should have waited another 8.
I would like to hear Duran's argument on it. I mean, this is his argument. But...
So if it's his argument, is he affirmative? That means he don't even understand the art of debate. Yes, I'm glad you said that. Nigga, you supposed to go first. Same thing with Cedric. Cedric said Christopher Columbus came here before Africans. Now, if it had been like Africans came here before Christopher Columbus, now it's my turn to go first. Titles is important. So the title of our preliminary, which ended up turning into a cage death match, was Jacob still Esau's spiritual inheritance. No, nigga, you gave it away. And then not only did you give up your birthright and your blessing, you gave a spiritual part that was going to come behind it. And maybe the bloodline would have went through you. You fucked it up with some mental shit. Being greedy or bro, how you get all the way home if you made it home? Wherever you was at, you made it. That nigga Jacob wasn't there by himself, man. Ain't nobody finna believe that he out in the middle of nowhere got a big pot of goddamn porridge stew. Who he cooking it for? Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. It's beyond. It goes. There's layers to this, man, because it has a different meaning. And all it do is represent how you gave up a lot for what we got going on here on Earth. You disregarded the bigger plan. But guess what? To be honest, the plan didn't even involve you, but you did have something coming. You had something coming because you were the oldest. You had, nigga. You see, Abraham gave his oldest something. He gave Ishmael something. But it was Isaac, the one who was chosen to keep this covenant going and to be fulfilled. See? And then out of Isaac, Esau wasn't chosen. Come on, man. It's simple. So you on the inside of the story, go look at the debate. Go look at the cage death match that he got locked in the cage with the goddamn people's champ. Ran out of gas after the fourth goddamn time going. Started doing ad homs, telling us we don't understand. And I'm putting all these dots together like, bro, there is no spiritual connection with Esau with this God of the Bible. Esau and his descendants, they did something else. And there was no order from Esau. It should be like a party there. Okay, now we're gonna get to the story of Esau. And look, Esau's God is telling us this and this, and this. Nothing. His parents already mad at him. He's going out to sleeping with other people outside of the code. Come on, man. This argument, it's not backed by intelligence, academics, no scholars. You have no sources. Where's the references? Show us a peer review article with a Chicago Magnet style citation. Oh man, I'm done. Go ahead.
All righty.
Just beat it, beat it.
Yo, what up, y'all?
Damn. Not niggas whooping your ass and then leaving. You just gonna let them dub you out like that and then just bounce? Oh, Jesse, I told you. And this the third nigga that beat you up today.
What
Man,
is you talking about,
I gotta let
nigga?
this.
I was here for the whole conversation.
But
Don't you try to don't you start that shit. Don't you start that shit, Jesse.
Y'all
Hold
gotta
on,
Hey,
Tim.
hold on,
We gonna
hold
change
on,
the
wait,
subject. I'm just saying.
I'm like,
Don't
'cause,
start that
I don't
shit.
want this. I don't want this shit to be like the Panther debate. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, nigga.
Talk
This
about
ain't
this
That's
shit
no,
for
that's
years.
what I'm saying. But no,
What you
no.
gotta realize is this nigga. It's not even a debate, nigga. This is just a conversation.
But
You
yeah,
don't
this
know nothing
one
about the
about
Panther.
I don't.
You don't
Like
But
I said,
understand what
Jesse,
I'm
you
saying.
was
they
getting
weren't Tim, they weren't
You
manhandled.
just
don't
talking about
understand.
You were
Tim's
getting
debate. They were saying about
manhandled.
the
This the
Baker
You don't
third
debate.
nigga to do
understand.
this to
See,
you.
Afi, and everybody that's been around for years, they understand what I mean when I say I don't want this shit to be like the Panther debate. Because they
Fact.
talked about that shit for years. The
Man, for
debate ended.
years, bro.
The
Just
debate ended.
accept Jesse and Tim and everybody on this phone. We knew each other for years. This all we telling you, bro. Get
what
your
I'm thinking.
studies up, get your knowledge up, and start picking your opponent's brain and get some of their books and start reading it, and then get adverse books or adverse studies to counteract or debunk it. Stop coming back here thinking you could swim, bro.
And what
I
I'm
had to
trying
learn
explain
this.
to you,
Niggas
Alfie,
used to beat me up. I had to go get
Alfie,
books. I had to go
You
put my
just
work in.
need to put
nigga,
base
what
your
I'm telling you is,
presentation less on your belief and more on what's
On
in
fact
books
and
and
evidence,
shit like that.
like
but what
you know,
I'm trying to explain to you, Alfie, is I don't have a dog in a fight for that argument. That's him and
Yeah, that
and
wasn't about Jesse
Duran's.
debate.
Yeah, that ain't got shit to do with me.
Oh no.
Another thing,
I'm just talking
appreciate,
about relaying
appreciate you,
information and
Sunday, and
conversation
everybody.
and intelligence and knowledge
Yeah,
on
and what I'm
different
Yeah, I
saying
appreciate
subjects.
you,
is
Sunday, and
that wasn't a
everybody else
debate.
that clicked in on
That
me
was
and my
just
son on our
me trying
first
to
little impromptu little
understand the
Yeah, that was
conversation.
conversation.
dope. I liked it. I don't know shit about them games, but it was cool. I like the premise.
I'm gonna be real. I'm not too much on Rebecca and Isaac's story from the Bible, and I'm trying to understand it from their different perspectives. I do think that Duran has a
Yeah, see his
when I
daddy
heard
son.
Duran talk about the conversation, I think he makes some valid points, but I believe this brother makes some valid points as well. I don't have a this ain't my argument.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Duran just, or not Duran, but Alfie just wanna put, have me in some shit so bad. He's ready to jump out the
Here
window
you
on
go.
any
Here you
conversation that
go.
I have.
A woo
Oh man.
cool. That's that a woo cool.
Listen, man, Jesse, I would come out of retirement and beat you, but the last nigga, every time I fight
Nigga,
somebody,
you ain't gonna beat
I'm
shit.
like Terrence Crawford, bro. Every time I fight somebody, they don't come back the same. They retire. They take some time off. They go look at their life. I
Alfie,
don't think you want
you
this
need to go.
smoke,
You need
bro.
to go get your life
If
together,
you
man.
beat me, it's expected. If I beat you, you gonna feel some type of way. I'm telling you.
That's right. If I
You
beat you,
all
it's
can
expected. That's
beat
one thing.
each other
That's one
as
thing that
many times
separates
as
your ass
I'm
from
an
me.
underdog for
No,
a reason,
just
bro. I
as
don't
long
mind.
as you understand. Science is
I'm
undefeated.
monogamous with
Science
my words,
is
brother. Okay, so watch
undefeated.
this.
Science.
Watch this. So me being
I'm
monogamous with
back.
my words, you wanna What's better for black people? Islam, biology, and African teachings. We can go there.
The
Let's
best
debate
thing
Islam.
for
that.
black people right now
Islam.
is science.
It's science, bro. And it's African teachings. Because that's what we practicing now. Every black person right now in their house either got a crystal, an altar, or some type of science, or went to school for some type of science, tech, or tried to.
And the
Whether they
reason why
completed it or didn't.
and the reason why science is the best thing for black people right now is because science is undefeated. Science is undefeated.
And philosophy. We love philosophy too. Which is a sister science. The Quran ain't science, brother. And we could debate that too.
Quran is a book of signs. It has
Oh,
science.
so it's a
within
book
it.
of science, but it's not science. What's
No,
science?
it's not science. But
So
it
do
has
you
science.
Okay,
you
so
know he
what's
had
science?
70 different companions reciting the shit different ways?
We're going to kill the white people.
Yeah, there was the seven different Akira during the time of the Prophet Muhammad. Yes,
I thought this said
that
70.
no, it's 7.
Let me see here. That's why I just read it.
That's going to be in our hadith. The hadith tells us that during the time of the Prophet Muhammad, someone came with a different recitation, and a brother hemmed him up and basically grabbed him up and brought him to the Prophet Muhammad.
I
just for the
why
Prophet
you
Muhammad
tell
to
me
say
you
he was
recording
correct.
this shit?
Come on.
Oh my god. I didn't know I was recording.
All you gotta do, brother, if you just want to debate people and you don't like to lose, give it to you one more time. Get you
Nigga,
some books, get you some studies, start studying your opponent, get their books. You ain't even gotta get the physical books. You can do PDFs. I'll prefer the
nigga,
physical books though.
you just
And
mind your
then
motherfucking
like
business, all right, nigga.
you'll be better and more sharp, bro. You gotta have scruples
You-
back here. You ain't got no
you-
scruples.
Nigga, you just mind your motherfucking business, all right, nigga.
You mad because you ain't got no scruples.
It
He
says,
ain't got no scruples, but he got a college degree. Come on, man.
Nigga,
Y'all
you
gotta
it
stop
says the
hitting me with the
Prophet
college
Muhammad
shit.
sent 70, yeah, Medinan companions who were reciters of the Quran to various tribes to teach them. And he had over 65 scribes writing shit down. There's a lot of people hands and mouths in this shit.
So that means any one of them could have decided, you know what? Hey, I'm not going to give the real teachings. I'm going to water it down and make them learn it. You know they got Sufi Quran.
You know we only got one, nigga.
You know I got a Sufi Quran, right?
No, you ain't got no Sufi Quran.
I know you think I don't. I know. Watch this. See,
brother, you don't
see,
even believe in the
I love keep proving people wrong. See, you think that you got to be religious to do something. No, you don't. You could live a culture. But watch. Don't worry. I'm about to show you.
Yeah, I will say he taught it a bunch of different ways. He taught in the recital a bunch of different ways.
Yeah,
he did. We got different languages in the Quran. We got different Arabic. We got like it's Farsi. Like, come on, man. It's not the same. Some people say Bishmi Allah Ar-Rahman. Some people say Bishmi Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Some people say Bishmi Elimia Rahim. Like those is all different ones.
But they all say the same thing and they all mean the same thing.
No, but they different. No, they different
I mean, it says during the lifetime they were different, recited in different ways.
Yeah,
they were recited in different ways.
What they all say.
Some people sing the Quran. Some people sing the Quranic stories in Arabic. Some people don't sing it. Like it's different, bro.
What they all say is that it's no matter what version
one of the prophets heard another one of the prophets or whoever recited, and it was so different than what he was told to recite that he took him with him to Muhammad to confront him And he said, yeah, that's the way I told him to recite it. And that's the way I told you to recite it. So y'all, but it was different. So different that one thought the other one was lying.
Mm-hmm. Facts. I just said this. They all recited
So
differently.
it's not just different languages.
Mm-hmm. I learned something.
Peace to the chat. How y'all feeling?
And I'm getting this off of
Real quick.
a damn Islam website.
I brought that up in my comment that authentic that there are different ways recite the Quran different.
Audio is messed up. I can't understand you.
Recite
Peace, Benu.
What's the deal?
I'm in the elevator. Man, are you back over here?
Yeah, Benu in here. Who said that?
Afi.
Okay, all right. Hey, good seeing you, Mo. Yeah, we're
I seen, niggas talk shit about that, but I see you was, doing your little thing. You got a little knowledge on you.
So what I was saying,
appreciate you.
Better than Jesse, shit.
Hell no, this brother ain't got nothing. So during the
I
time
bet
of
he
the
kick
Prophet
your
Muhammad,
ass.
Brother, on what information?
On anything you want to talk about, we could talk about the stars. It don't matter.
Nigga, we talking about Allah, and this nigga's doesn't read Quran.
How you know what he read? How you know what he study?
Y'all talking about me?
Yeah, you can't say that man ain't read Quran or study Islam. Jesse, you not the only person that studied that shit or read it or been in that type of school of thought. You can't do that. You assuming, bro.
Let me Quran right here.
Let me talk to Sunday. So
he got a whole Quran in his house, and you telling him he don't read to study the Quran. I told you stop doing that, Jesse. You can't assume because you study Quran a certain way that people don't read it, study Islam, or ever been in that shit.
I do believe in it, back in and I do believe in it. I just don't believe in it how you do.
That nigga don't believe in it.
I do believe in it. You think just because you hold the belief that you can designate who's a believer or not. I believe in the way that I believe in the way that I interpret it. You believe the way you was taught to interpret what you read. Is a difference. I'm a believer in the one God.
Right. No,
with many attributes and many.
This brother's a flip flop,
and he got a Quran in front of him.
I talked to him yesterday. I talked to him yesterday, and he said that he didn't believe in the Quran.
No, I said I don't believe in what you believe in. You don't believe in the Quran. You don't believe in the Quran.
Nigga, you actively think about this. If we believed in the same book, me and you would be on the same side.
That's not true.
That's not true. Two people can read something and come to two totally different understandings.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna say this quick point. I'm gonna let you keep beating him up. First of all, both a prosecutioner and a defender or the defense, your lawyer, they both study law. The judge study law, but they all believe in it and argue it a different way.
And let me talk to Sunday real quick. I'll come back to you in a second. So
beating him up, but then
no, I was talking to Sunday, and we didn't switch.
Always
you said that man don't got Islamic Quranic teachers, and he do, and now you want to say because we got the same book, we're supposed to believe in it the same way.
All right, nigga.
Let me ask you this.
According to the Shiite and the other ones, the Sunni.
Let me ask you this.
The Sunni and the Shiite got the same book, and they believe different.
Don't Moors follow Islam?
Yeah.
All right. So do you hold the same belief as Moors?
Before we go to the Moors and stuff like that, let me just say what I was going to say to Sunday.
Okay.
So we were talking about the 7 different Qurans. What Sunday brought forth was a authentic hadith. So we legit believe that during the time of the Prophet Muhammad that there were 7 different ways that the Quran would have been recited. That brother did get jerked up just for him to take it to the Prophet Muhammad, and they say that the way that he recited was correct. So within these 7 different Qurans, they're just difference in dialects. So they're pronounced or recited in a different way, but as far as meaning, they still all say the exact same thing.
Well, I don't know, because it make it sound like they were saying totally different things, not just that the language was different.
Well, I mean, you know, they wanted to be unified in one. So they thought that when he recited the Quran, that it was going to sound like everybody's expecting it to sound the exact same way. So when someone comes with a different dialect, you know, it was questioned. But the meanings and the words are all the same, and that's still today. So they still have different dialects for how the Quran was written in Arabic, but they still are 100% uniform in meaning.
Let's see.
Because
I'm still reading.
Depending on what tribe you came from, you know, it's just like language is different. So there was like a dialect for every tribe that had a difference in dialect. But they still came to the exact same meaning. It's just so the people of different tribes could better understand.
I mean, I guess it don't sound like it to me, but it's like they had different versions, and then motherfuckers decided on which one they were gonna keep and burn the rest.
But these different dialects still exist. So they have like the Hafs and they have like the Wash, but they still say the exact same thing. We still believe in there's different dialects still today, but we're not in disagreement on what the Quran means.
She's not talking about the dialect. She's talking about what I was telling you the other day, the preservation of a particular narrative. They had a whole bunch of different narratives, different viewpoints, different get downs, and they got together and said, we're gonna roll with this one and burn the rest of the books. So they preserved the narrative.
That's what it sounds like.
No,
that's what book burning. That's literally what book
we're
burning
saying.
is.
When
this is what we're gonna roll with, and we're gonna burn the rest.
It says it was taught in different ways, not just translated in different ways.
Right, but that hadith is referring to the 7 qiyamah, which are the 7 different dialects that were out during the time of the Prophet Muhammad. But they still all said the exact same thing.
It says the famous 10 Karat study today represent only a limited assortment of the variations that existed prior to the Uthmanic Codex.
Right, because they burned them.
But they still say the 10 that we have today are still the same in meaning.
Yeah, but they had more than 10 before that.
Yeah, and Uthman burned it, and we believe that the Uthman's burnings were a part of the preservation
of the Uthman's narrative that he wanted.
Right, of his narrative, because he would put everything in there if it was all important. Like, why is he picking and choosing? Why is he burning shit?
Sound like Uthman is the King James of the Quran, is what it is.
Right.
Because it was important because not everything that was out at the time was correct. So they had to unify in what was correct. It would be wrong of him to let things that did not come from the Prophet Muhammad to go into the Quran.
But the Prophet is the one who had them writing the stuff down. He had 65 different scribes writing shit down on leaves, sticks, and twigs.
Right. But I'm saying not every time. All right, think like this: if a Quran came out and it did not say the exact same thing that others had, and I'm talking about beyond the dialect, if it did not say the exact same thing word for word on what another Quran said, they burned it. Because the preservation of Allah's word is foremost. So it's very important to make sure that nothing that didn't get nothing that was not said from the Prophet Muhammad was not to be added.
But they said he was the one who had him writing it on the leaf. So if he didn't have him writing it down, how is it not from him?
Well, me and you've already went through the concept that the Uthman.
Not only did he have him writing it on the leaves, he couldn't read, so he couldn't verify if what they wrote was really what he said.
Right.
Well, we already came to an understanding that the Uthmanic Codex comes from Uthman, Abu Bakr, and one of the wives of the Prophet Muhammad. So these are valid sources that they all knew the Prophet Muhammad directly.
It does not mean that they did not have their own agenda after he passed.
Well, I mean, this is where the belief comes in that the preservation took place by the hand of Allah. Because now you gotta think how many Qurans could there have been that would have properly been mistraded, and this brother burned them all. You get what I'm saying? Like there is no we live in a time today where there is no competing Quran to go against the narrative. So this is where the belief comes in. Like our God is so good that he was able to destroy all the books that didn't compete and preserve the narrative that Uthman has presented.
But again, that is y'all's belief. Belief is irrelevant. You have to go with what's a fact or what's proven or information, not what you believe.
All right, but what I'm saying is, you know, we have belief and then we have assumption. So here, you know, we believe that what Uthman has done was correct. We have Quran verses that says what he's done is correct. We have hadith that says what he has done is correct. And the only people who are going against that just have the agenda of defying Allah.
Sound a little brainwashed. I mean, you're just not open to even consider that. I mean, I don't know. Because me outside looking in,
that's Sunday. That is called classic religious indoctrination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's indoctrination. That's
because
indoctrination.
what I'm reading, it sounds like it could very well possibly be altered or changed or whatever. Like none of this sounds like it's exact since the beginning of time or whatever.
I totally understand.
But you believe it is, so that's what you're arguing because you believe it. But that don't mean it's true.
Come on, Prince.
People not going off belief, your belief in the debate. They're going off information and what can be looked up and verified, what you can provide evidence of.
So
you keep saying belief, and that's irrelevant, really.
But I'm saying because this proves that all right. Let me say this. We have a Quran verse that says, "It is we who sent it, and we will preserve it." So now we only have one Quran. You know, we only have one Quran to go off of, based off of Uthman. This is all a part of our hadiths. We don't have like a competing scripture to say that what we have is incorrect, and based off of the Quran verse and the hadiths, it is shown to be true.
But that's what everybody agrees with, Jesse. Everyone agrees that after they burned all of them books, there is only one preserved narrative.
All right, but I'm just saying that's a part of our Islamic.
There it goes, Jesse. He got the Quran. Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
All right. Now, let me watch this. Watch this, y'all.
Look at the screen. He got the Quran.
Hey, how's it going?
And he outside with it. He got the Quran, bro.
What you want me to do?
Okay. All right. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. So I was just talking about that Quran verse where it said, "We have sent it and we will preserve it." Did Allah do that?
Did Allah do what?
Preserve the Quran.
Remember, you ain't talking to Afi, you talking to Banan.
Oh, I'm talking to Afi when I said he wasn't a real believer. That's Banan?
Banu.
All right, Banu. Do you believe in that verse?
Do I believe in what? Say it again.
The Quran says it is Allah who sent it and he will preserve it. Do you believe in that verse?
Well, if you say as Allah being a creator of all, nothing could be done without the creator, and the creator is responsible for all things, and that's why I give I don't accept any accolades or any type of praise or anything because it's not me. It's God's will. You understand what I'm saying? So you could call God whatever you want, but do I believe the context of what it's saying? Yeah, but do I believe that who you're saying it is, or like any type of deity or anything? Nah, I don't.
No, and I don't believe that either. And I'm a Sufi. No, God did not.
It was a real simple.
Allah Waqt Subhanahu Allah. Alif Lam Lam Alif Huhi did not come down here to give man what they think he gave man. He only gave it to certain ones. And those are who you call your prophets, your seers, your mu'mins, your imams, and your sheikhs, and the real true followers of Islam that may or may not practice it.
All right, I'm gonna say this verse again. This time I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on.
And you got two motherfuckers that got Islamic studies that's telling you, no, we do not believe that Allah gave this to men. Because he's inside and outside the earth. When did the motherfucker have time to write books?
Right, like all of this is our interpretation of the divine messages.
Hold on. But no. He's inside, according to the Islamic teachings, he's inside and outside the earth. When the motherfucker got time to write books?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right, this is Quran 15:9. It says, "It is certainly we who have revealed the reminder, and it is certainly we who will preserve it." Do y'all believe that scripture?
Who is we?
We is Allah.
Well, ain't it saying that they talking about everything that encompasses that? Like, so if I say God is in me, right, and I do something, didn't God do it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just saying, do you believe that Allah preserved the scripture?
Yeah.
How can he do that if he's how no. How can he do that if he's inside and outside the earth? What did he preserve?
Allah has control of the actions of men.
So again, that's why Banu said, if he does something, then Allah made him do that.
Okay, and that's what we believe for Uthman. We believe that Uthman was made to burn those Qurans to help keep the preservation.
Yeah, but I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either.
All right.
That nigga had the hey Banu. That nigga had the real teachings and then turned around and burnt all the other ones and then kept it for himself and only gave it to the niggas who he rolled with. That's gangbanging.
Now, like I said, these brothers don't really believe in the Quran.
We don't believe it.
They are literally.
We don't believe how you believe it.
But I'm just saying.
This another Muslim brother that has studied Islam and this, that, and the third with the Nation of Gods and Earth's Marlin. That's an elder that been studying all that type of stuff. Peace, God. What I'm telling Jesse is just to catch you up. He's trying to tell us that we can't practice Islam or have a Quran or have Islamic teachings plus other teachings because we don't believe how he believes and what he's saying. And I'm telling you, that's not Islam. That's not all Muslims.
No, what I'm really saying is these brothers
it's your understanding, what you get from it.
But I'm saying these brothers don't really believe in the scripture at all.
You don't know that. That meant Banu just showed you a Quran.
It still comes down to being your understanding. I might get a different understanding than you. It's about your understanding.
And I'm gonna show you his mind, so you don't think I just got somebody else's book.
Nigga, it doesn't matter about the book if you don't believe in the book that you're holding.
But you can't say that.
You brother, if you declare
you got people that's really most deaf practice a different Islam than you. He done been to Yemen. He know 4 different types of Arabic, all that type of stuff. You think that he gonna believe how you believe?
I brought this home.
Let's be real here, man. The nigga rode camels.
Nigga, my wife is from.
You keep saying that a person gotta believe it how you interpret the scriptures. That's your understanding. That's your walk with Allah.
Our interpretations our interpretations are unified.
No, they're not.
We are.
No, they're not, bro. Sunnis, y'all Sunnis. See, Marlon, this why I keep telling you this since I met you, brother. This why I don't like Sunnis, bro. They keep thinking they're authorities and dictators of Islam, and they not.
Nigga, you can't even.
You don't even know how to spell God. How you spell Allah?
And nigga, you don't know how to pray.
How do you spell Allah?
A-L-L-A-H.
No, it's not arm, leg, arm, head. It's Alif, Lam, Alif, Hui.
Nigga, how you pray?
Okay.
Ouch.
How do you pray?
Bro, I'm not, bro. I already cited Muslim prayers on this phone. I'm not doing it again.
Nigga, you can't do it.
I already did it, and you know that. You know I did it.
Say Al-Fatiha.
No, I'm not doing it.
Nigga, you go to a masjid, you're not.
I'm not doing it, bro. I don't go to mosque. I got taught by private Muslims. I'm not doing that. I'm Sufi. I got real
Jesse,
prayers.
Yo, Jesse.
Right.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Do y'all even face the east when y'all pray?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
And I know we don't pray 5 times a day.
Yeah, we pray.
If you ain't doing that, you ain't doing it right.
I'm doing it right. We pray to the masjid, brother. I'm a masjid going Muslim. I go to the masjid. I'm with the
but that don't mean that you know all what encompasses of Islam, because you got a mu'min, an imam, and a sheikh that's telling it to you. You ain't reading it for yourself.
I am. I have the Quran, and then I have Hadith, and then I have.
Bro, all Muslims don't have Quran and Hadith. Some people got advanced teachings.
We don't believe in your advanced teachings.
It's not a we. Why you keep saying we? You don't.
Nigga, I'm telling you. When
I'm only talking to you. I ain't talking to your partners.
When I go to,
I'm first of all, I'm trying to understand why would you argue about something when it tells you your understanding of what you're reading or what you're getting from it is your understanding. I might have a different understanding from you.
Quran don't say that.
I'm gonna tell you why they.
That's
it's because
why that definition?
Quran is the explanation for everything.
So they'll put that on anything that they do. So being that he has these teachers, he wants to be the authority, and he wants to talk down on anybody.
That's why I don't like
anybody who goes to Europeans.
He's still not listening to what I just said. That's the thing. He's talking from his perspective. He's not listening to what I just said. Your understanding, bro.
Marlon, there is no room for your own understanding within in the religion.
Oh shit!
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, and y'all already know this. And Jesse, I'm gonna let you get it off respectfully and respond.
Like my. I'm
gonna tell both of y'all something, right? I'm gonna tell everybody on this call something. This is the funny thing, and then you can get it off, Jesse. I'm gonna have decorum. The funny thing is that Sufis don't like Sunnis, Shiites don't like them, the Taliban, people in Yemen, like the Ansaru Allah, like it's a lot of Muslim communities that really practice this and deal with it and really teach this, and Sunnis keep acting like they the dictators of Islam, and that's what we really war with.
Because he white.
True.
Now the reason why is because in Islam there is no room for your own understanding. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you something
bullshit
about a verse.
You can't say that.
What does Islam mean? What does Islam mean?
Submission to his will.
Bullshit.
Submission to the will of God.
Hold on, y'all. When you go to the mosque and make faji and all that type of stuff, you don't know what your imam, what your mukmin, and what your sheikh know. So it is room for your own understanding. Cut that out. That's
no, because here's the thing.
You ain't even the best student at your mosque.
Me and my.
I see why he lost his debate.
Like, come on, man.
Hey, me and my imam, we connect on.
This man says no room for your own understanding. Who the fuck else? Wow.
See, that's something you fail to realize. Because think like this.
Wow.
In Islam or in we have Quran, we have Tasfir.
He said, "I see why you lost your debate. You crazy, Marlon."
No, I'm dead serious, man. He said there's no room for your own understanding. I mean, we all gonna have a different understanding.
Niggas that got a lot of studies and books.
I'm not telling you something I'm thinking. I'm telling you what I was taught, man.
All right, but
so I don't know where you getting your information from, but that's bullshit.
Marlon,
that's super bullshit.
Marlon, when we read a verse. When we read a verse in the Quran, I'm not going to make an assumption on what that verse means. We have tasfir, and that basically explains every single verse that's within the Quran, and then we have hadith that explains the actions of the Prophet Muhammad. So when if you ask me something about a verse, I'm not going to just be like, oh, well, this is what I think it means. I'm going to go to the tafsir and pull up what the people who are walking around during the time of Prophet Muhammad said about the verse.
Okay, he was the one that gave us the freedom to have your own understanding, though. I'm trying to understand where you coming from and what you're saying.
I'm saying there is like brother, there is no room.
You gotta remember Marlon the elder and grew up with a lot of Muslims, man,
All right,
and a lot of
here's
Islam.
the thing, brother.
I'm trying to figure this cat out. I mean, what are you talking about? That's what the damn lessons teach, bro.
See, but the thing is, brother, that's the problem within Christianity. Everybody has their own understanding.
We're not talking about Christianity.
We ain't talking about Christianity.
We're not talking about Christianity. We talking about any book that you read.
Brother, can you let me finish?
Yes.
All right. So what I'm trying to explain is we don't have the same.
What's good with it, JJ?
Understanding.
You know, we're just using Jesse as a punching bag.
We don't have the same understanding of where you read a verse and then you come up with your own understanding. If you want to better understand a verse, you would read the tafsir of it, and the hadiths are going to be explaining how we properly do everything.
Right, it's going to indoctrinate you, like I said earlier.
That's indoctrination.
It's religious. You're just what you're describing, Jesse, is when you read it, don't trust your own brain. Go to the hadiths so they can tell you what it means.
That's right.
And then go to this elder and all these other people, and they could break it down and all this other shit. That's indoctrination.
Literal definition.
I'm not telling you to go to no elder because brothers might be like y'all and then have y'all's own understanding.
Well, the hadiths are the elders. They just
I'm telling you.
Okay,
I'm just telling you.
Man, listen, Tim, body. That's a body. That's a body punch.
See, but here's the thing.
The hadiths was wrote by the elders, so now we can't go to the elders in the mosque and ask them about Islam, and we learn the Arabic and all that other shit.
What I'm saying is, let's say there's two Muslims. There's two Muslims, and they have.
I'm talking about an elder in Islam. I'm not talking about no little young motherfucker that's your age.
And what I'm saying is, there's two Muslims that have a disagreement, no matter what age. There's two Muslims that have a disagreement in the scripture. Now, one Muslim says, "Hey, you know, I've been around on this earth for a long time, and I feel that it means this." And then the younger Muslim has the Quran. Then he turned around and pulls up the tafsir on the verse. The younger Muslim who pulled up the tafsir is going to be more in line with the religion.
What about the Sinai
which is indoctrination?
It's totally different, bro.
It's fine, nigga. It's fine that it's indoctrination.
What about the I don't know if I'm saying this word right. Sinai manuscripts, Sinai's manuscripts.
The Sinai Pamphlet.
Right. That's pre-Uthman, so that go to show that he didn't burn everything.
He didn't burn. He didn't.
He couldn't burn everything.
He didn't burn that one. Okay.
He couldn't do it. It's some motherfuckers that know Islam. Like when I was in Vegas, and y'all know this, just before I met you. When I was in Vegas, I met a real Muslim that could barely speak English, but he spoke a little bit of it, and he was literally like, "Oh, I have a father that was a Sufi master." And we start eating together. He said, "Yeah, get this book, get this study, get this study." He grew up in it.
So what I was going to say, brother, is that one book is a book that did not get burned, but we still deny that book because if it doesn't line up with the Uthman Codex, we automatically know that it's incorrect.
The scholars don't deny it though.
Bro, you can't deny you can't deny pre-Islam either. You just can't look at the middle of Islam and then post. You gotta look at previously before.
So the scholars
ancient Islamic teachings.
The scholars,
the Ottoman Empire. Yep. The Libyans.
The scholars have determined that the Sinai Pamphlet is an unofficial document, and it is it's considered to be someone's personal manuscript.
Wow. But you can't deny pre-Islam either.
Nigga.
No, you can't.
brother,
because if it wasn't for pre-Islam, you wouldn't have the Islam you have now.
But
exactly.
I totally agree with you. But what I'm saying is, we agree with the actions of Uthman, and if like it's in our hadith. We are quite aware that Uthman burned Qurans that did not line up with what he had. But
no, he was burning pre-Islam. He was burning real teachings, so it can make it harder for you to learn the truth.
We believe that
and righteousness.
We believe that
indoctrinated.
That's indoctrination.
We believe that
Come
the
on,
actions
bro.
of
Man,
Uthman
look, man, I'm about to get off this call, man. This man, wow. Real shit. You can't come up with your
don't get
own
off. Don't get off, Marlon. Don't get off, because we about to change it. We about to change the subject. It's okay.
No,
he don't even know. He don't even know, Marlon, that you an elder and you really study Islam.
I'm not gonna argue with a fool, bro. I'm not gonna do that.
Marlon is not a Muslim.
How do you know what he is?
Damn right.
He just admitted it.
And you ain't gonna tell me that I can't come up with my own understanding for some shit.
Nigga, but
not when the lessons tell me that.
That's why you're not a Muslim.
Exactly, because that shit is bullshit. Right, that's why no 5% is a Muslim.
Hey, stay in
that sounds like brainwashing.
It does sound. It is brainwashing, because before I got into the heavy consciousness and different studies that I got into, I was a 5%er.
Thank you.
I think y'all niggas need to just stay in y'all's lanes, man. You know, leave
shit. He don't even got the 120s. He don't got no. He can't tell you what today's mathematics is. You can't tell me what the star and crescent mean, but you Muslim.
Nah, man, we ain't fucking with that.
Oh, okay. So you look up at the so you know you're supposed to make So you know you're supposed to make the light and Faji at 6 a.m. and 3 a.m. So when you looking up at the moon and that star and crescent and you don't know what it means,
nigga, I ain't looking up at no
star. Bro, so you don't know how to make ablution, aka mikvah?
Yeah,
no. Hold on. So you don't put your hands between your face, wash your ears, wash your mouth, wash your face, all that type of stuff. Wash your penis, everything. And at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m.
Yep.
You looking up at that star and that crescent, and you don't know what it means.
All right, where?
So you know how to properly make ablution. What they call wadu.
So what it says is it does not view that as a challenge to the integrity of the Quran, but as historical artifact that fits within the known history of the text compilation. So where do you get they don't believe in it at?
We don't have no Quran and Hadith over what they're talking about.
I'm talking about the Sinai whatever.
The Sinai pamphlets?
It says it's not viewed as a challenge to the integrity of the Quran, but as a historical artifact that fits within the known history of the text compilation. So where are you getting they don't believe in it at?
Just Google it. Do Muslims follow the Sinai pamphlets?
I said, do Muslims believe in the Sinai? It says Muslims do not view it as a challenge to the integrity, but as a historical artifact that fits within the history of the text compilation. So where are you getting they don't believe in it?
All right. I'm saying we don't.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of Muslim he's saying he is. That shit is crazy.
He's Sunni. Marlon, he's a Sunni.
He ain't a real Muslim.
He ain't a real Muslim.
Nigga, I done practiced with real Muslims, bro. You not telling me.
He ain't a real Muslim, man. He's Sunni.
You not telling me.
He still wear white.
Sunni is the biggest Muslim sect within Islam. You go to a majority of these masjids. A majority of these masjids are Sunni masjids.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, nigga.
That's not true. That's not true. No, that ain't true.
Google it.
That ain't true. That ain't true. Right. They got Sufi temples. No, that's not true.
I said
Jesse, you lying. Jesse, everybody in your mosque ain't even Sunni.
Okay.
Everybody in your mosque ain't Sunni.
It says many Muslims use the manuscript
talked
as a
about
testament.
this years ago. I don't know where the fuck this dude coming from with this shit here.
Facts. Every nigga. Listen, it's probably like 300-400 of them that pray, maybe 200. Every one of them ain't Sunni. You got some Sufis in that motherfucker. I know. Don't run from it. Don't run from it. No. Hold on, Sunday. Banu, this man said when you walk into a masjid, most of them is Sunni. That's false.
Very false.
No,
very false.
I gotta grind out so hard this week before I leave out, but
what is the biggest sect of Islam?
It don't matter who's the biggest.
Oh, so now it don't matter who's the biggest.
It don't matter who got more numbers. You said that if we were to walk in a masjid and make faji and all of that type of stuff in Salat, that all of them is Sunni. All of them ain't Sunni.
Okay.
All of them is not Sunni, bro.
Let me explain something to you. Or
Like I keep saying, I see why you lost your debate, man.
Maybe you better understand.
I see why you lost too.
How do
you ain't no real
nigga?
How do Muslims learn Muslims learn how to pray?
From other Muslims.
How do Muslims learn how to pray? Where are they getting that information from?
From other Muslims.
From other Muslims. But where specifically?
From the people that's teaching you. I had a Muslim person that knew 4 types of Muslims, and he was my Kung Fu master and got shot in the head because he was being too nice to motherfuckers and died.
Well, this is a I was expecting.
You gotta have an enlightener, man.
Here's
who's your fucking enlightener, man?
He don't got one.
He ain't got one.
Oh, okay. He's trying to study on his own.
Yeah.
And then he trying to treat it like Christianity. Oh, I go to church. Oh, I go to the mosque. So I know more than you. You're a Qadar. He don't even know what a Qadar is. That's a non-believer.
Nigga, you're
man. Muslims been begging me to come to their mosque, man. What are you talking about?
You don't even know how to say non-believer in Arabic. It's a Qadar.
You're a kafir, nigga.
Oh, okay.
And then look, you get these motherfuckers and they running around here calling niggas, and then you a fucking white man, bro.
You can't be a Muslim, bro. You can't be a Muslim.
You're not a Muslim. You Sunni, bro. That's basic Islam.
Nigga, Sunni is to say that you believe in the Sunnah of the Prophet. So it basically means that we believe in the actions of the Prophet Muhammad. When I asked y'all that question, where do y'all
do not believe in Muhammad? That's why we don't fuck with y'all.
When I asked y'all, where do you learn how to pray?
Y'all do not follow the
answer
Prophet.
was simple. We learn how to pray from the Hadith. So this nigga's talking
They
about...
just disgruntled Christians or jail Christians that got into Islam, and then they like, oh, I know something because I got Iqra beads.
Man,
so
you
what
do
I'm
not
saying
respect.
Is,
You do
nigga,
not
that's
respect.
You, nigga.
They don't.
That's you, nigga.
I never been to jail, Jesse.
He calling me a nigga.
What I'm saying is,
I never been to jail, Jesse.
Boy,
you not no real Muslim. It's three real people on this phone that really been practicing this, Jesse. We know the fake ones. We know perpetrators.
No, I'm the only one. Y'all niggas
So now you the only one, but this brother got a Quran. Marlon's an elder and been studying different things like that. I've been studying since I was 17 and dropped out of high school.
The nigga who has a Quran, first of all, the nigga who has a Quran does not believe. The nigga who has a Quran does not believe in his book.
How do you know what he believe in? Okay, Bani, I'm gonna let him go. Benu, I'm gonna let you go. Tear him up.
Peace, why I don't believe in it.
Peace.
Jesse, why I don't believe in the book?
You don't believe in the verses that are within the book.
Why not?
I pulled up a verse where it says it is we who sent who sent the book and we will preserve it. You don't believe that it was preserved.
Yes, I do.
And how was it preserved?
I just told you I did, but I just told you that my interpretation is different from yours.
Thank you.
Now my interpretation is based off of the Tasfir. What is your interpretation based off of?
What I read.
Now let me read this. Let me read this Tasfir for you.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Let me ask you this before you read it. Who wrote it?
It's gonna say the name right before I read the Tasfir.
Okay, now let me ask you this. So I can know if you're being intellectually honest or not. Do you believe that book right there that you're reading is somebody else's interpretation of the Quran?
Do I
Everybody
believe
has
that?
their own interpretation.
I believe that the people who interpreted the Quran were close to the Prophet Muhammad.
Okay, but I'm asking you a specific question. I said the
think we
book that you
follow,
about to read.
What are you
I
talking
said the book that you about to read the passage out of, right? To prove that I don't know what I'm talking about my interpretation of the Quran. I'm asking you, is that somebody else's interpretation of the Quran that you adhere to?
Mm.
Yeah,
In which everybody has their own.
The difference is this: these people
he's an authority.
He's an authority because he actually lived around the time of the Prophet Muhammad.
Mm-hmm. So that makes so. Would you agree that people today are intellectually superior than people that lived thousands of years ago? Even like an 8th grader would be smarter than the wisest man back then.
Mm-mm. Nope. I'm gonna answer for you. Hell no.
No, you don't think so?
Hell no. You lost too much teachings. How can you be? That's why you saying that dumb shit you saying now.
I'm waiting for Jesse to answer.
Look, I'm gonna leave my understanding of Quran to Tafsir and Hadith, brother. I'm not gonna come up with my own understanding on it. It's simple.
Whoa.
No, I know because you've been indoctrinated on
120 don't say that.
You've been indoctrinated on what to think, not how to think. And that's what's wrong with people. Y'all get indoctrinated into systems and don't think that there's no other way of internalizing information. When you look at the Bible, they tell you that God told you that the word is in your heart. You don't need no fucking Bible. You need nothing. You feel me? The word is in you. It's your interpretation of the world that you living in and how you see it and how you see fit. So even your interpretation of God, people believe in a jealous and a vengeful God, and some people believe in a happy God that gives you everything that you want and an abundant God. And that's the reality that they manifest. Neither one of them is wrong because they're the ones that's experiencing God. You can't tell nobody else.
And that's the way it's gonna be. That's the way it's gonna be. You have to make your damn interpretation, bro. I might ask somebody something and they'll tell me something different about the same shit that I read, and I might think it this way. But that's their fucking understanding, bro.
And it seems like you're basing your win off your indoctrination and not academics.
Thank you.
Well, I think it's more. First of all, when we have these conversations, if we have, like I said, when it comes to Islam, if we have competing understandings of what a text mean, I mean the best way to go to find out who is correct on the interpretation is going to be the one who has the Tafsir or the Hadiths on the situation matter compared to someone coming up with their own understanding.
That's not true. Based off what you were
may
taught
have better
religiously.
Islamic lessons and different, way more better studies than you. And you just said y'all compete. So it's like battle rap. If a nigga spit better bars than you, then that's how that go. Bro, I'm giving this to you off the top of my head. I ain't even opened up the studies.
It don't mean shit. It does not mean shit.
I even opened up the studies.
Now, I done pulled up that Quran verse. Let me.
But everything you're saying is based off your belief. That's what you understand. It's not based off of a fact. It's not based off of a fact. It's a belief.
It's a fact that somebody wrote this Tafsir and Hadith.
So you read it from a Quran, but when Banu reads from a Quran, all of a sudden it's two different things, and yours is
you're not getting.
I'm once again, the only reason mine is better is because I go to an authority on the matter. I don't rely on my own.
So you appeal to authority. That's appeal to authority fallacy. We call them guys appeal to authority fallacy.
Again, that is what you were taught to do.
Hold on, let me whoop them real quick. Right? When you said your information is better because you go to an authority to tell you what to believe, right? When I go to find out what I should believe or which way I should go, I go to God. How is your authority bigger than mine and make yours better because you go to man? I ask God. You go to another man for interpretation. So what makes yours better again?
Nigga, we ask God for guidance, and God's guidance leads us to the Tosphere and the Hadith. You don't come up with your own.
They just gave y'all that book and said, "Fuck y'all, y'all live with this. I'm off."
You there?
It leads you there, bro. It don't lead me there. I follow God, and God tells me what I'm experiencing, how to experience it, what direction I should go. Yes, direction, guidance. All right, cool. But when you get a feeling, you go back to that book to make sure it's right, to what somebody else wrote down, and you already agreed that it's their interpretation of what they read. So you don't care about what you feel and what you're experiencing and how you would interpret it. You cut all of that off and cut yourself off from God.
Let me make something clear.
Let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
You cut yourself off from God and go to man to get your nourishment, your spiritual nourishment. And that's why I'm saying that you're spiritually void. You have a man-made understanding of the creator. And it's not benefiting you in none of these conversations. Like you sound indoctrinated and like a slave to these books.
And y'all brothers are relying on your imagination or
no, I'm relying on God.
Y'all are making assumptions. Y'all are making assumptions about what the scripture says. Y'all don't have no nothing that tells you what you're saying.
And you're going by somebody else's assumption. What's the difference?
But let me ask you this: the people that wrote those
the difference is
interpretations,
the person whose assumption I did is a scholar on the information.
Okay, right. And when they went and got that knowledge,
so who you gonna listen to? Some brother off the streets, or are you gonna follow a scholar?
I'm listening to myself.
Right, exactly. Let me ask you a question though. The person that made the interpretation of the book, right? Who gave him his interpretation?
Allah.
All right then. So why can't I get it from him? Why do I have to go through another man?
Brother, you can find your own interpretation. But what I'm saying is when it comes to understanding a Quran verse, I'm going to go with the scholar's interpretation on it rather than a person on the streets who claims they know, and my own. Like don't get me wrong, I'm very well versed in the Quran, but I'm still not going to sit up here and be like, yeah, I know this means this just because of how I feel. I'm going to go off of what a scholar says.
Mm-hmm. And that makes you right.
I mean, it's like this. When Muslims have a disagreement on a situation matter, the person who refers to the Quran, the Hadith, and the Tasfir is going to be a little more right than the person who's just going off their personal feelings.
That's who.
Look, I just know people are flawed, so I would never ever blindly follow nobody about nothing.
Okay, well, with that being said, the person who's coming up with their own understanding is deeply flawed as well. But the only difference is
I'd rather roll my flaws than somebody else's.
One is a scholar and one is not.
So here's the difference. I'm interpreting it for me. They're trying to interpret it for you.
To control you.
Okay, all right. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple.
Hold on, wait. Let me just say this. They're interpreting what you're reading, right, and saying this is what you believe, this is what you should believe, and this is how you should take this information, right? And when you read it, you saying like, oh, I can't make no understanding of it because it's already been understood for me. That makes you a puppet, bro.
Nigga, I'd rather be a puppet, nigga.
I know.
I take the term. I'm a slave. I'm a slave of Allah.
You rather be a puppet than a real.
I'm a slave of Allah. I'm Allah's puppet.
No, you're not. You're a slave
You're the slave of the person who told you what Allah's saying. You don't know what the hell he said for real.
Hey. You know, y'all can remain in ignorance if y'all want, but I'm going by what the scholar says. You know, now has there been any? Now think about this. We're talking about debates, and now y'all been talking about what scholars say over regular people, and that's what I'm doing when I have conversations regarding our Creator. I refer to the
you
scholars.
Cherry pick basically when you want to listen to scholars and when you don't, and when you want to go off your belief and when you don't. You just cherry pick.
When it comes to Islam, I'm always going off the scholars.
No, because the scholars recognize the shit that you said y'all don't recognize.
So what I'm trying to make clear to you is
why you keep skipping over stuff
because look,
like
the scholar, I agree with you. The scholars recognize that book, but what I'm telling you is nobody in Islam uses that book as like a personal Quran, or nobody reads from it. Nobody thinks that it outweighs Uthman's Codex.
Well, no one said it did.
Okay, well that's my whole point. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you.
It predates them though.
I agree with you that it's recognized by scholars. They study it to see how it's similar to Uthman's Codex. But what I'm telling you is the whole point is we don't follow it. Like we don't follow that as that's not the standard of our belief.
Well, it doesn't sound like the shit was preserved then.
It was because think about this.
It's been changed since what predated the Quran. It's been changed from the Sinai thing to what y'all believe. There's been a change in there. If y'all don't go, y'all go by one and not the other.
Change. The Sinai palimpsest is not an official document. It's someone's personal manuscript.
All of it is.
And scholars have acknowledged that there are writing errors within that. Scholars do not say that there's writing errors within the Uthmanic Codex. So automatically, just the fact that there's errors within it tells us that we should it's nothing to be it's nothing to be followed within our religion.
Sound crazy. Jesse. I'm glad I'm presented with a bunch of options, and they let me figure out what I want to deal with and what not deal with.
All right. Well, y'all have that argument. You know what I'm saying? Y'all choose to pick and choose which one y'all should read. We don't have that argument. We only have one. You're right.
I like to think for myself. I prefer to think for myself in all situations.
Well, I'm thankful that Allah has made it simple for me and made it just one book for me to follow.
I mean, Allah didn't do that. That's what
Allah did it.
No, he didn't. He wrote that book.
But you're not a believer. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong.
I'm not a believer in what?
You're not a believer in God.
Who told you that?
Oh, you do believe in God?
Yo, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You disrespect.
All right. Well, let's say this. Now that I understand that you're a believer, I believe in what my God has sent down, and I believe in His way of preserving it. So when Allah said that it is we who sent it and we will preserve it, when we only have one Quran that we go off of, and it just happened to be from Uthman who knew the Prophet Muhammad directly, I automatically believe that this is proof that Quran verse was real.
Why did Allah say we? You know why?
But you keep saying Allah did it. It's a man that did it and told you Allah said this and that.
Allah uses
tell you nothing.
It's a royal we, and Allah uses man. Allah uses men to act out His will.
A royal we? What that mean?
A royal we or a majestic we. It's a pluralism based off of a sign of respect. And it's something you can Google. Now I'm gonna present a Quran verse to the sister to bring it all into perspective. Give me a second. So this is going to be Quran 2:251. It says, so they defeated them by Allah's will, and David killed Goliath. And Allah blessed David with kingship and wisdom and taught him what he willed. Had not Allah repelled a group of people by the might of another, corruption would have dominated the earth. But Allah is gracious to all.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
Okay.
It means all right. I'm gonna reread this part.
No, you don't have to. What are you trying to prove?
So they defeated them by by permission of Allah, and David killed Goliath, Allah gave him kingship and wisdom, prophethood, and taught him from which he willed. And if it were not for Allah checking some people by a means of other, the earth would have been corrupted. But Allah is the possessor of bounty for the worlds. So the reason why I brought this verse forward is to show that Allah uses people to act out His will. So there's checks and balances based off of our God. When Goliath came to David, Goliath was a blasphemer, talking all this, and Allah used David to check that man. You know what I'm saying? And it was Allah's will that David won the fight. The same concept applies to our preservation of the Quran. Allah used Uthman to burn the Quran so we wouldn't have a competing book.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they told you.
I mean, it's simple. It's simple. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. The only way I can explain this, our Quran being preserved is through belief of our Creator. Because anybody who doesn't believe in Allah would say that Allah didn't do a good job of preserving His book, and that there was other books that should have been the proper one. But me as a believer, I'm telling you, Allah made sure that His will was done, and we only got that one book because of Allah's will.
Okay.
Yeah, again, that's based off your belief. Not good enough for a debate.
I mean, but that's based off of your belief. Are you a Christian?
But that's not good enough for my belief. Don't matter either. It's not good enough for a debate. And that don't mean they don't know as much as you because they don't believe the same thing.
May I have free will?
You said what?
Did that man have free will?
Who? David?
The one that burnt the book.
Yeah, he had free will. All men have free will.
All right. So this is what I'm saying, right? If you're saying that it's Allah's will for something to happen and somebody do it, where does the free will come into play?
What I'm telling you is Allah.
No. Answer my question. Don't run from my question. If you saying every man has free will, right? And then everything that I do is Allah's will, where's my free will?
Your free will is going to be based off of
what your mother is going to be right on time.
That went over his head, y'all.
Still running from it.
Your free will is going to be based off of the decisions that you make. Allah has provided His will, and then He provided a will that does not fit within His will. And if you act outside of the bounds of Islam, you are acting on your own whims compared to just doing and acting in the will of Allah.
So my free will is against Allah. Anything that I do out of my free will is against Allah.
No, it's going to be just based off of Quran and things of that nature. So don't get me wrong, like you have free will to do everything, but when you start to do things that are outside of the teachings of Islam, that's basically you acting on your own whims.
No, look, this is what I'm saying, right? You saying outside of the teachings of the Quran, right? But you said a man burnt a bunch of Quran, right, to preserve one Quran, right? So now I'm saying, right, was he acting on his free will to be like, okay, these books or what I believe serve Allah best, and I'm gonna save these, and these don't because these don't fit our narrative, right? Or was he saying, okay, Allah is completely taking over my spirit, and I'm doing Allah's will? Or was he doing? Was it free will? Or you said free will exists? So where is it?
It's both. It's both. It's both, and I'm gonna revert back to the story of David, because when David checked Goliath, it was of his will. David could have been like, you know what, man, I'm gonna just let this brother make it, but he decided that he was going to check him, and then Allah was over the situation, and David won.
So you don't think it was Allah's will to put David there in that position to be able to check Goliath?
I'm telling you it was, but David still had a free will to decide how he was going to act in the matter.
Right, you just say Allah did. Allah determined the victory. Allah determined the fact that
Allah
they was going.
determined the victory, and that's the
Right.
same thing with the Uthman's burning.
So
Allah is the one
so
who
so look,
determined the
so
victory.
look, so look. Allah is everything, all powerful, right? So what didn't Allah control in this situation? Where was Allah not present?
Allah was always present. He
All right. So what
he
part of
controlled the
his?
situation.
All right. So what part of it was David's will?
Rather or not, he was going to decide to fight or not.
What you mean? Allah already predicted it that he was going to beat David, Goliath. He already had it mapped out.
All right, and but what I'm saying is the same thing is with Uthman, being that Allah has already determined that he was going to preserve his book.
Right. So he wasn't acting out of free will.
I mean, I'm just trying to keep it within the human aspect, because regardless,
No, you're trying to make
we're talking about
something that doesn't make sense.
But what I'm saying is,
you're trying to talk me in circles. You're trying to talk me in circles, but I'm not him. I'm not that guy. You feel
all
me?
I'm saying
You have
is,
to stand on.
okay, brother.
Wait, let me finish. Let me finish what I'm saying. You're gonna have to stand on what you're saying. You feel me? Because right now you just came back here and told this lady she don't believe in God. Called me a non-believer. You saying some real disrespectful things, right? From a stance of somebody else's pet in religion. You feel me? This somebody else's pet. You go out and bark the way they told you to bark. Feel me? So you can come up here and disrespect us and tell us something. I'm gonna need you to explain where is the separation between my free will and Allah's will. If I can't do anything, if I do anything outside of Allah, is that my will, or where is this confusion? Explain this to me.
Yeah, if you do things outside of Allah, that's your own will. When you do things within in the bounds of Allah, that is acting in the will of Allah. So when you actually start
with my own free will, I'm sinning.
So no, I'm not saying you're sinning, but I'm just saying like when you're following the instructions of Allah, you are acting within the bounds. Not everything that we do is not every time you act outside of the realms of Allah is a sin. But what I'm saying is when you do the things of Allah, that's doing the will of Allah.
Give me some examples of me acting outside the will of Allah and doing my own free will that's not sinning against Allah.
Okay. An example of when you're not sinning. Okay, well, let's just say, let me think of something real quick.
Need you to show me where I'm acting out of my free will, but I'm going against Allah's will, but I'm not sinning.
When you're acting outside of His will, but you're not sinning.
Mm-hmm. I ain't need no enlightenment for this. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go read no extra book and none of that. You feel me? This is just me internalizing this information and me using the will that Allah gave me to come up with an understanding. And now I'm challenging your scholarly understanding, and it looks like you're stumped.
Okay, no, so I got something for you. So I take it back, guys. 270.
You say ice in there. You better run, boy. You know your paperwork ain't correct. So he left? Yeah, he left.
He finally got tired of getting beat up.
He got tired of y'all beating his ass.
We been whooping his ass. I hope y'all got everything on record. We've been beating the fuck out of him all day.
I was nice though.
Fucking lying.
I was nice though. I wasn't.
No, I'm talking about the mean. That's fucking him up.
I didn't mean to mess up y'all.
No, he not a real Muslim, man. No, fuck all that. That nigga don't stay there. And then he not a real debater. He don't know how to debate on different subjects, and he just want to say he right. You would tell this nigga the sun is 93 million miles away from the earth. No, that's wrong, brother.
He's Mexican, so aren't they mostly Catholic? Anyway.
He said he was Christian, so he went to jail and then he became Muslim.
Oh, okay.
They was about to whoop his ass if he didn't convert.
Beat the sleeves off him.
He said, boy, you gonna be Muslim or you gonna be on that door? And what he do? He said, where's the Quran at, please?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, so what I was going to say was there's a Quran verse where it says, if we are not to eat pork unless like there's a circumstance where we don't have a choice, but if you eat that pork, there's no sin against you when we don't really have a
Then just said though you got beat up, you still want more?
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about you haters, nigga. I'm gonna stand on my deen every time.
Why we gotta be haters, dang?
Why we gotta be haters? Because we proving you wrong with facts.
No. So let me say this. The example that I was presenting was a situation where you don't have a choice. You have like to live, you have to eat pork. Now you're acting outside the will of Allah, but you are able to eat pork within that situation without no sin being against you.
So you eat pork?
No, but what I'm saying
is
where
no, you eat pork.
If there's special,
you've been committing haram.
You eat pork daily.
You been eating that pig?
No. So what I'm saying is, if there's a special circumstance,
so why you bring it up?
Because what I'm telling you is, the brother asked, what is an example of where you're acting outside of the will acting against the will of Allah, but there's no sin against you, and I'm using this verse where it talks about we are not to eat pork, but in a special circumstance where we don't have no other options, there is no sin against us. So
pork, Jesse.
So if pork is the only option and there's nothing to eat and you're on the verge of starving, you can eat pork and there will be no sin against you. And that's acting outside the will of Allah.
That's not true, because Christ fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, and that's not true. That's not even in the Bible. People can't just eat pork.
I'm reading the Quran. I'm not
That's your Muslim brother. That's your Muslim brother. Chill. That's your Muslim brother telling you that. Chill out.
That nigga ain't no Muslim brother.
Yes, he is.
You Muslim brother?
He not.
Yeah. I'm Sephardic Jew.
These nuts are Muslim.
Look, you getting bad, Jesse. It's bad. It's all bad.
It's looking bad for you, man. Why you bring up pork?
And I want to
Why you bring up pork, bro? You ain't no real Muslim, man. Why you bring up pork?
You can't eat pork. You can't eat pork in the wilderness.
Pork?
You're gonna have to starve, brother. You're gonna have to eat some loaded.
This is 16:115. It says, he has only forbidden you dead animals, blood, the flesh of swine, and that which has been dedicated to other than Allah. But whoever is forced by necessity, neither desiring it nor transgressing its limits, then indeed Allah is forgiving and merciful. And I also want to point out that in the book of Maccabees, there was a situation where someone was only option was to eat pork, and the brother died because he didn't eat pork.
I'd rather die. You hear me?
Why you out here eating pork, Jesse?
Necessity.
I'd rather
Why
die,
you out
Jesse.
here eating pork, Jesse?
Yeah, I'm not taking no concessions. I don't want to hear none of that.
Why you out eating pork, Jesse?
Knew that juice had pork in it. I knew that juice had pork in it, man.
Oh, he up there putting juice.
Man, y'all brothers ain't bothering me.
Why
I'm
you out
not
eating pork, Jesse?
Why you selling pork to the community?
Why did you bring up pork and you a Sufi Muslim? Nigga, I ain't ate pork since I was 19 years old. I'm 32. Why you eating pork, Jesse?
Nigga, I just read a Quran verse.
Nah. You out here eating pork.
Eating that swine.
You eating that pig.
Eating that swine.
Why you out eating pork, Jesse?
I just read a Quran verse and
Nah, you try to clean it up.
Your boy don't eat pork. Your boy don't eat pork. But I'm just pointing out that by necessity, in Islam,
no pork on my fork.
If we don't have no choice, if we don't have no other options, we are able to eat pork
There's other options. There's
when the
turkey,
last
there's
time?
chicken,
Hold on.
there's fish,
When
there's
the
beef.
last time you ate
There's
pork?
other options.
When the last time you ate pork?
10
Let's
years
start
ago.
there.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna be real. I've probably eaten pork within the past 2 years, and the reason why,
Why you eating pork, Jesse?
Because I didn't know it was pork in it. I was eating the product.
Y'all childish as fuck.
I was eating the product.
If he didn't know it was pork in it, a lot of stuff has pork in it. And a lot of people who don't eat pork, don't deny me. A lot of people who don't eat pork don't know that certain ingredients are pork.
Yep. Gelatin,
so that
all that
happens.
shit.
It happens.
Candy has pork in it. A lot of shit got pork in it.
He supposed to study them 10,000 to 30,000 products and read the ingredients and know what gluten and all that shit is. No, he Muslim, man. I ain't giving him no excuse.
So someone made me.
Everybody doesn't know. It takes time. You don't know that shit overnight.
You're right. That's true. That's true. He said he been a Muslim for a long time. He know to read them ingredients.
He ain't been a Muslim that long. He hasn't been a Muslim that long.
Jesse, how long you been a Muslim?
10 years.
Nah, hell no. I don't believe that.
And yeah, it's been 10 years.
Hell no. You don't sign no 10-year Muslim, bro. Don't do that.
I've been a Muslim for 10 years.
Tell the truth. How long? I'm gonna start again. How long you been a Muslim?
For 10 years.
No.
Nigga, how long you been a Muslim?
Nah, we don't believe in that, man. Hell no. Like, you right. My bad. Like, you right, big sis. He ain't been a Muslim that long.
So I've been a Muslim for 10 years, and I came across someone who made me a sandwich, and I didn't know that the ingredient within the sandwich was pork. I found out after, and regardless, there was no sin against me because I didn't know.
And where he make the sandwich at?
It was at a coffee shop.
Oh man, come on, man.
But sometimes that's like my mom hasn't ate pork in about 30-something years. So any restaurant that sells pork, she won't eat there because of cross contamination. So you have to really be careful when you don't eat certain things. It's things that you just have to know. You know.
Hey, yo, is that going against Allah's will, or did Allah make concessions for that? Like, if you didn't do your due diligence and you just swining and dining, like you sinning, or you good?
So the meat that I ate was prosciutto, and I didn't know prosciutto was a pork product. I thought it was like a form of turkey. But then later on I asked and I found out that it was wrong. But like I said, there's no sin against me.
Hey yo, nothing about prosciutto look like a turkey though. Prosciutto. How could you confuse that with turkey?
Niggas don't know what their meats look like.
Man, come on, man. No, you ain't gonna do that, Jesse.
You got it.
Nigga, it is what it is, nigga. I didn't know what prosciutto was, and I had
pork bacon, nigga.
And I had a prosciutto panini.
It looked like raw pork.
Oh man,
bacon.
yeah, you had two sandwiches. Oh
I
man,
just thought that was turkey. It looked like raw pork bacon, bro.
You had a raw pork panini.
As a matter of fact, I
You
even got
panini.
and this is not the only thing either. A few years ago, I didn't know that the red beans and rice in Popeyes contained pork in it.
Jesse, stop giving these niggas ammo.
I mean, nigga, it is what it is. You know, some of these things you have to you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, how
you live and you learn.
Oh, you missed that pork. You missed that rib sandwich. Just say it. You missed them. You missed them. You missed them. You missed them pork ribs.
I
How
don't.
long was you eating the?
Just say it, bro.
How long was you eating the pork at Popeyes until you figured it out?
Until someone told me. But I was just eating it because I thought it was just red beans and rice.
How long?
I didn't know there was. I had someone tell
How
me,
long?
and then I stopped eating.
No, don't glaze over that. How long?
How long was you eating it?
For a while.
Hey yo, so
no,
look,
we need a date. We need a number.
I can't.
Come on now,
remember.
y'all being annoying.
No.
Listen, because I'm gonna tell him why he cat. Word is bond. I went to Popeyes and got some of that rice because I thought that it was just regular rice and beans. I took one spoonful and tasted that shit and spit it out. Because it tastes like it got pork in it. It tastes like meat.
I didn't know.
You knew.
Nigga, there was no pieces of pork. It doesn't look like there's pieces of meat in there. I didn't know there was meat within the red beans and rice.
Yo, so much in America, so much food. You got medicines, you got all kind of shit with pork in it.
Yeah,
like dead ass. People are taking pork byproducts and don't even know it.
Exactly. It's in the candies too. Like it's in a lot of shit.
That's why I don't eat candy. Facts.
So if you was hungry out in the street and you was starving, would you eat pork, Jesse?
It depends.
You're a pork eater.
How
You're
are you a
pork eater.
Muslim and you eating? Well, never mind.
I've been homeless and fasted and didn't eat pork, bro.
The Torah says, "Thou shalt not eat anything that eats of the curb."
So if I am so hungry that I'm on the point of where I'm about to starve to death and there is no option.
You're gonna get you a pork sandwich. You'll get them baby back ribs. You can get lamb, you can get beef, you can get all that. You can get a Subway sandwich. But you want to go run the pork.
Yeah,
the reason why.
Okay, let's
I'm just
be
saying
fucking logical here. If he's starving, he's not gonna have Subway's money.
Don't need money.
Like, let's be fucking for real. Like, y'all gotta stop this shit.
Go steal it. You already gonna sin anyway and eat the pork. Go steal something you can eat.
I rather just.
I'm not encouraging you to do crime. That's what Avi not saying that. I'm not encouraging you to do crime if you homeless and starving and only got $5. I'm not encouraging.
Okay. So in Islam, if he was starving and it was a detriment to his life, like dangerous to his life, he is allowed to eat pork.
Correct.
He is allowed to eat it.
Correct. I already read the Quran verse to him.
No.
Just ask for forgiveness and eat the pork.
The Quran is a corrupted version of the Torah. He's lying.
I guarantee you that God will tell you. I guarantee you, if you were starving in the Torah, you can find where God would allow you to eat pork because you don't die.
It don't say that in the Old Testament.
That's not in the Old Testament.
It don't say that in the Old Testament. You can't find me no Pentateuch or Septuagint or Apocrypha or even your King James Bible that's in your house or your local bookstore at your church. You cannot find that Old Testament where it says, if you starving and dying, go eat some unhealthy food.
That is true. The Old Testament is very death before dishonor.
And that's true. The Old Testament was death before dishonor. There's a story in the book of Maccabees where a brother basically died. A brother died because he refused to eat pork. But with that being said, Allah has made some revision in His law, so to keep mindful that we can live. It's better for us to be alive than to be dead. So with that being said, we can eat pork to live.
Ew.
Oh, hell no. Hey, look,
I be
man.
eating it, brother.
Coming to
Hold
that.
on. Let me ask you this.
I might eat
Because I'm
some
trying to
today.
understand. I'm trying to really understand I'm not trying to just be judging you, but I'm just saying, like, could you just name me the predicament that you would have to be in where a slice of bacon is your only way to salvation to live, God? But please tell me what scenario you would be in to where a piece of pork is the only thing you can eat to survive, and you have no other option.
Let's say I'm homeless.
Right. There's no fruit. There's nothing you could pick. There's no fig tree. I mean, Jesus picked fig trees for free.
Bro, we don't got no fucking fig trees out here. Shut up.
Man, listen, I was homeless. I was in a predicament where I had 2 jobs, but sometimes I couldn't eat because
if you was homeless and you had 2 jobs, you had money.
Shut your New York ass up. Like,
I mean, but it's the truth, and I want to know which one of y'all motherfuckers is Old Testament only.
I am.
You ain't no Testament at all. What are you talking about?
I am, and I've been told you, nigga. Like, you talk about fig trees.
E-Mac, before he left that religion, he was high ranking. He knew his
I don't care about no rank. What are you telling me about a rank for? I just asked y'all, which one of y'all are Old Testament only?
Me.
Yeah,
Eric, you ain't none of that.
Oh, I am.
So you gonna take away from his Israelite experience?
Effie, I'm taking away from your experience. Shut up, because you sat here and just said you had 2 jobs, but you was homeless, which means you get paid, so you have money to eat. You just didn't have a place to live. That's it. That's the difference. So you eating pork wouldn't be a factor.
To go get me a pork chop sandwich.
You eat it. Why would you? If you homeless with 2 jobs, that means you got paid. You had money. So you eating pork would not be an option because it didn't have to be.
But at no point did I even think about it.
Why would you? You get paid, motherfucker. You got 2 paychecks. Means you got 8 paychecks a month or 4. What are we talking about for real?
Hold on real quick. Let me just ask you this, right? He said he had 2 jobs, right? So when he got those 2 jobs, they didn't pay him the first day he got his job. He had to wait until he got his paycheck. So
Is this been new?
Hold on.
Is this been new? Oh, well, people were sending him money, so he wasn't always broke.
Oh,
before he had the jobs.
And y'all didn't even let me give you my explanation. I was going to say I'm homeless. I'm homeless. I'm living on the streets, and I don't have no money. And someone gives me a ham sandwich. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably eat the ham sandwich so I can sustain myself.
We're gonna fight.
No.
They try to disrespect.
I mean, it's easy to say no.
I feel disrespected.
But if that's the only option,
my family tried to give me some pork, and I'm gonna let y'all continue to talk. My family tried to feed me some pork when I told them I don't eat pork no more. I felt very disrespected and cut them off.
Yo, so peep this, right? I used to help this church hand out meals that they would get from this organization. We would go up and we would get big trays of dinners and we would hand them out to families, right? Or we would make individual plates for homeless people or
let me
people
give you another example.
Hold on, wait, real quick. Just let me finish this. Right? The place I'm from is called Asbury Park, right? The alias that they call it is Allah's paradise because that was one of the first places where the 5% nation had a real stronghold, right? It was real heavy out there, right? But this was back in the day, maybe the 80s into the 90s, and then it faded out over the 2000s. But to this day, it's crackheads with nothing. I mean, nothing. Coming there to get socks, whatever they need. And we would have that food there. I wouldn't participate when they brought pork. I'll tell the pastor, like, this ain't my thing. But it was crackheads that would come there because they knew the food was there that day. And they would see that it was pork and turn around and leave. They came there every day for food, for shelter. They would sleep there. They was warming shelters there. They didn't have nothing. But when you came out there with pork, they would turn around. grab an apple and leave. They wouldn't touch that pork, no matter how fucked up they was. So by you saying that
they still had an apple as an option.
Is a weakness.
Right, so they didn't come. Wait, they didn't come. Wait, they didn't come every day for 30 days, and it was pork where they had to turn around, and there was no at least an apple there or some juice or milk. Right? They didn't have that. Imagine if they had if that happened to them for 30 days straight.
All right, yeah, and I'm telling you that it's them.
So if I ate today, I could not eat tomorrow. I might could survive to the next day.
Listen. You telling me something that you speculate and that what you might do in that situation.
I'm not speculating.
I'm telling you about people who were actually in that predicament.
Yeah. They wasn't coming to this place every day. You said they came there every day for food, right? Let's walk this down. You said they came to this place every day for food. Let's walk it down. I'm going by what you said.
They came to the place every day that they had food. So it was once a week. The other days of the week, they had other things there, like they was giving out clothes. They would have services there for them. They would try to have workshops where they could, you know what I'm saying, get off of the streets and get certain things. So every day it wasn't food. It was just once a week that they would come with the
so
food.
they came once a week for food, which means we go a week, 7 days, right? We going 7 days, right? You think they didn't eat other places them 6 other days, so when it came to that 7th day, they could skip the meal if it was pork?
I don't know. But I know that the way that when they came there to eat on the days when it wasn't pork, it looked like they ain't ate in 8 months because they starving, they hungry. So I know the people that need food, they hungry. And when it was pork, them same people that was trashing the food that was there before, like they ain't ate in years, wouldn't touch the fucking pork. They wouldn't even look at it. They got convictions, bro. Like it's people out here who will say, like, no, I would rather die.
Well, I know if you don't eat pork for a very long time, if you don't eat pork for a long time, I'm surprised you didn't get. Did you get sick? Did you get sick, Jesse, when you ate the prosciutto sandwich?
No, I was fine.
No, there's other options. There's other options for you to do if you're starving, other than
You
sinning,
don't
brother.
know that. It's not everybody don't have other options, nigga. Like y'all gotta stop this bullshit.
Yeah, and let me give an example.
No, it's not always other options.
Let me give another example.
Yeah, I disagree. I used to work with the homeless diversion unit. I disagree. It's people living out here that don't have no options, bro. And if they do, they're not really sure of the resources. You don't live in New York. You live in Florida. Don't talk to me about what they got going on. Y'all motherfuckers could pick trees. Y'all could pick fruit off trees out there. We can't do that there.
You're not a Jew or an Arab.
It doesn't matter if I'm a Jew or whatever. I don't eat pork. What are you talking about?
You can't even speak about shit
what
that's
are
in
you
the hood
talking about?
And trying to attach it to like biblical days and Jewish people.
What are you
and
talking
Arab
about?
people.
A hood popping?
Oysters. I love
Like, what
oysters.
are you talking about? Hood popping? I'm confused.
Because you're trying to compare your hood environment to Jewish and Arab people who wrote the Bible and the Quran, which is oxymoronic.
They ain't have no hoods back then when they wrote the Quran. Niggas, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's a racist.
You say hood environment?
He's a white supremacist. Don't worry about him.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
you act like they had the weed spot around the corner back when Moses and these niggas was doing their thing. What are you talking about?
I already exposed him. But look, this is what I wanted to tell you. What's your name? The woman I'm talking to?
That's Light.
Light. He's Light. Look, right? So, probably like 11 years ago, I stopped eating meat. You feel me? And when I first started, we had took a trip to South Carolina with my family friends. You know what I'm saying? Because I forget which one of my family members. I think it was my uncle or something. But we went down to South Carolina, right? And when I first became vegan, you feel me? Like, stopped eating meat. I told them that they could not believe it. They laughing, you feel me? Like, we go to dinner, they cooking everything got meat in it. You feel me?
That's down south.
3 weeks I'm down there. I have nothing. I can't eat nothing. I don't have a car, so I can't go somewhere to get something to eat. You feel me? I'm just stuck there. You feel me? What did I do? I didn't break down and eat the meat. No, I just fasted. I'm a fast.
Yeah, that's because you was dedicated to it. But you have to. It's just a process, right? It's not something that somebody outright can just do. You feel what I'm saying? You was dedicated to it. You became a vegan. You realized, okay, you was probably already into fasting, right or wrong?
So you ain't eat nothing for 3 weeks straight.
No, I'm not saying I didn't eat nothing for 3 weeks straight. I'm saying that it took me at least what? I didn't eat nothing for like a week and a half. You feel me? But what I did eat was nothing to keep me sustained. Like it was just like bullshit. Like I was eating French fries, or like I eat like I'll find like an apple or orange or something. You feel me? Like just little shit. But it was nothing to say like compared to this big ass thing of macaroni and cheese, collard greens, chicken.
So wait, your family let you sit there and not eat for a week and a half?
Yes.
Nobody couldn't take you to buy some vegetables and some fruits and stuff that you could eat, knowing that's wild. Yeah, that's wild.
After that week and a half when we left and we had to go out and bust a move and we stopped at a grocery store, we stopped by where we stopped at, and I made a stop. You feel me? But until then, like where we was at in South Carolina, it's just the country. We out there. And you leave from there, it's gonna take you a minute to get there, and then you gonna have to take that whole way back. So they're like, yo, bro, you don't eat meat and shit, that's on you. Like, we ain't tell you to do that. You feel what I'm saying? And
that's wild. I would never visit that family again.
What kind of family do you have?
I would never visit that. Like if I told them that I didn't, and then they tried to feed it to me. They respected my shit and was like, all right, well, cool. If you don't eat that,
but respecting your shit even more is making sure that you had what you had while they sitting there eating and doing all this shit in your face, making sure you had what you had to eat. I know for me, if it was my family, I would have went out and been like, yo, let's go get you some vegetables and shit so you can at least have something. Made you some rice or something.
That's what they did when it was time to go. When it was time for us to bust
I'm talking about the whole week you was there. Why would they wait till the time you to go? That doesn't make sense.
Nobody knew a vegan was coming to eat. Nobody knew, you know what I'm saying? Like
there's supermarkets, there's stores.
Where?
What's happening here?
Mouths.
And something I want to say is this. All right, here's another example. In Palestine, they are basically going to war right now. There's a lot of people who are not eating. As a matter of fact, I've seen videos of people eating like dirt, you know what I'm saying, grass to maintain. If somebody gave them pork, they would have every right to eat the pork to sustain their life.
So you ever heard of meat glue, Jesse?
Have I ever heard of what?
Meat glue.
Meat what?
Glue.
Meat glue?
Like Elmer's glue? Like Elmer's glue?
Meat glue?
I've heard of meat glue, but I don't know too much about it.
Yeah. So meat glue is this substance that the restaurants in the food industry use to combine the scraps of meat to make high-priced meat products and serve it when they cooking it. And you can't tell the difference between what is in it. So what they do is they'll take pork, chicken, beef, and put it all together and make a piece of meat, one piece of meat, and they'll cook it for you. So you might think you're getting a steak, but they got pork in it. And mad restaurants use that. So like, are you doing any, well, you said you don't know much about meat glue, so obviously not. You feel me? So like, I'm asking you, if you're unconsciously eating pork, right? Is that still a sin?
No, there's no sin. There's no sin against us for unconsciously eating pork.
Unconsciously or not knowing or unknowingly eating.
Unknowingly,
if you're not conscious, you're not eating anything.
Well, like I'm saying, like
unknowingly eating pork, there's no sin against us.
So if somebody, right, if somebody goes somewhere, right, and they don't question what's in the food that they eating, right? And they continuously eat it, right? But they are ignoring the signs. You feel me? Like, all right, this could be pork, but they're like, oh, I don't know, so I'm good. That's not a sin.
I mean, if they are in question about the meat and they think that there's a possibility of it, they should ask. But I mean, if they are not in question about the meat and they just think that it's not pork, then there's no sin against them.
So like if I say yo, that's pork, right? And you're like, no, it's not. And you just say like you just convicted that it's not pork, right? But it is pork. You're not sinning just because you don't think it's pork in there and you don't know.
It depends. I think the proper way to go about that is to confirm. So if you say something got pork in it, and I don't think that there's pork in it, the next line of reason would be for me to find out by somebody who probably made the meat to confirm.
Yeah, so I'm asking you, right? If you didn't do that, right, and you just stuck with your belief that it wasn't pork and continue eating it, you wouldn't be sinning.
Yeah, that would be a sin if there's a possibility that it could be pork and you ignore someone telling you that there's pork in it.
So now I just told you about meat glue, right? So anytime anything that you eat after this, if you don't do your investigation and due diligence and research and find out if it's pork in it, then that means that you're going against God, right?
No.
Okay.
Because don't get me wrong, I can ask, I can ask and confirm. If someone has a product, a meat glue in it or something like that. But even if and I mean I pretty much ask, you know what I'm saying, is there pork in this before I would consume something. But if someone fails to acknowledge that there's pork within the product, there's no sin against me.
But what if they don't have to tell you? Like, you know how like certain, like if they make genetically engineered meat and stuff, right? Some places they don't have to tell you that it's GMO or like that it's been made in a laboratory. So like even if they doing it like that, right, and they just feeding it to you, right, you still good. Like even though that you know that they got concessions in their shit to say we don't have to tell you what we feeding you, but here, and you say all right, cool, and you eat it, that means that you good.
It depends on my knowledge. I mean, if I know that there's pork, if I know that there's pork in the product and I'm eating it, then it's a sin. But if I'm not aware, then there's no sin against me.
What if you're willingly not aware? But what I'm saying is you're willingly not aware. They're telling you, hey, we putting whatever we want in this, but we don't have to tell you what's in it. But here, and you saying, all right, cool, I'm cool with not knowing, but it could be pork in there, but I don't give a fuck.
I'm not cool. I'm not going to be in that type of situation because I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask, is there pork in this product?
All the time. You ask them, is it meat glue in it? And I just told you that they got regulations where they don't have to tell you what they putting in your food. So now you subject to somebody else poisoning you, and you don't give a fuck. But you saying that God gonna make concessions for you just because you didn't know. But you didn't do no research or investigation of your own or inquire with these people, and you still went there and ate with these people, and you treating them like, you know what I'm saying, they're catering to you in a godly manner, and they don't give a fuck. But you still in good standings with God by doing that. Don't make sense.
It's best to cook your own food.
Nigga, to be real, nigga, this pork glue is a newer concept to me. I'm really unfamiliar with it. I don't know what places use meat glue. I've never heard of a restaurant using meat glue.
Yes. Yes. Check it out.
Yeah. I don't know. They using pork in a lot of shit. They using pork in a lot of shit. You might get sick. and go to the hospital, and they might use a pork product on your ass. So you better know that.
I think the diabetes medication has pork in it, if I'm not mistaken, or whoever's got diabetes.
You got diabetes,
Yep.
Jesse?
No, I don't have diabetes. but I think if there is no alternative on the medication, if there's no alternative to the medication and your only option is pork medication to live, I think you have every right to take that pork medication.
Yo, is death not an option?
There's other ways to get rid of diabetes, so.
It's better to live and consume pork than to die.
Yeah, that's not. It's not cheap to get rid eat properly, have the proper things to get rid of diabetes, high blood pressure. All of that shit is not cheap, and some people can't afford it.
Shorty, I got him. Wait.
And something else is one of the main reasons why pork is a sin is because pork is unhealthy to you. So if you turn around and using pork to live,
all this shit's unhealthy. The fact.
No,
Our elders ate pork and they lived to be 100 years old. I'm confused. They smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day and still live to be 90 something years old. So I'll be confused sometimes. I'm not saying that pork is good for you, but back then they fed their animals differently. They cared for their animals. So it's just kind of like
how well you treat your pig.
having these weird dreams.
Well, I was about to ask, right? You said, Jesse, that it's better to live.
Who, me?
Yeah, it's better to live and consume pork than it is.
Okay, so let me ask you this:
die.
when you die, right? It's over. You're not alive. You have no more life left. Hello?
No, there's afterlife.
Oh, okay. So you're not dying, right? You still alive?
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is, brother, look. You might not. You don't follow.
Because you said that living is better than dying, right? So if you die, essentially what you're saying is you're gonna go to an afterlife and meet the Creator. Wouldn't that be more pleasant than living here on Earth?
Yeah, but that's damn near suicide. If you have an option, because if you have an option to live,
because now we taking Allah's will out of this, right? If I'm homeless and poor on the street with nothing to eat and no other options, ain't that Allah's will?
If someone offers you pork and you choose to die over eating the pork sandwich, that's on you, brother.
Wait, before we get there, right? Me being homeless with nothing to eat out the street and having no other options, right? Is it Allah's will what got me there?
No, it's your choice.
What?
It's your choice, because, like I said, in Islam. Oh, let me get out this elevator.
So is it the belief that when bad things happen to you, it's the will of God or Allah?
I had to pull up a Quran verse to confirm that.
No,
I
I'm
think
asking.
so. I think so, but I had to pull up a Quran verse to
I
make sure
don't
that
I don't believe that. I believe that you weren't doing the works that you needed to do. I don't believe.
But I was going to say to the brother, if so, in our Quran it says we are not to eat pork. We're not to eat these bad things unless by necessity. So if we don't have any other options, and you need this pork product to live, then there is no sin against us. So ultimately, with that knowledge being within us, it would damn near be like a sin for you to die knowing that you could have lived eating pork.
You don't even believe that, bro.
What? I don't believe that we can eat pork when by necessity.
You don't believe what you just said. What you just read, whatever you just said. You don't believe.
Nigga, I believe exactly what I just said, nigga. If we don't have no other option, we have the right to eat pork.
You don't believe that.
Nigga, that's what our Quran says.
I said you don't believe it. You just want to eat pork.
I do believe it.
Now. You got other options, so what are you talking about?
I do believe it. I do believe in that verse.
You knew that rice and beans had pork in it. Stop lying. Because the moment I put that fucking fork in my mouth, I knew that shit was pork, bro. You know what pork tastes like.
I did not know. I did not know there was any.
You lying, man.
I did not.
You're a liar.
Nigga, that's your
lying,
choice.
Bro. Man, you lying, bro. Come on, man. It's like somebody eating bacon. They know what the fuck they eat. They know what bacon tastes like, and they're gonna say, "Oh shit, this is pork bacon."
I did not know that there was no meat product. I didn't think there was any meat product in the rice and beans.
You intentionally didn't know.
No, I didn't know that there was no meat products in the rice and beans until somebody told me. I thought it was just rice and beans.
You're a liar. Anybody ever ate that Popeye's rice that he talking about?
I don't eat that food.
I wish somebody get on this call that ever tasted that rice. They know that shit is fucking pork, man. Ain't no way you don't know. Right now, that's what's making me call. I want to just call you a liar, bro. You're a liar. There's no way you get.
Pretty well not have known that it was pork in it.
Man,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. This nigga does not know me at all, and I admit it,
bro.
It's not like
if you have ever tasted pork and then you tasted that rice, you would say, "Ew, it's pork in here. What the fuck?"
No.
Bottom up.
No.
All right. Wait till somebody get on this call and tasted that motherfucker rice.
Has anybody on this call now ever tasted the rice and beans from Popeyes?
I just asked them that. They said they don't eat fast food.
When I ate fast food, I've had Popeyes before. Yes.
The rice and beans.
Did you know there was pork in the rice and beans before you tried it?
Yes. But that's when I was eating pork. I wasn't eating when I don't eat pork no more. But when in my pork eating days.
But how did you know that there was pork in the rice and beans?
Well, I guess because I know Louisiana, they deal with a lot of pork, and the South deals with a lot of pork. So it's just kind of common knowledge that there's pork in it. You know?
Did it taste like pork? Did it taste like it had pork in it?
Yeah.
It tasted exactly like it had pork in it, right?
Because when Louisiana people make it from scratch, and they put like pigtails and they put pork in it.
Out here in Texas, they don't like there is no pieces of meat that show in the red beans and rice out here.
There wasn't no pieces of meat shown in the rice I ate either in New Jersey. I'm talking about when I tasted it.
Well, baby.
You said you was eating it for a while and didn't know it was pork in it.
I did not know.
Yeah, pork has a distinctive taste. You should be able to taste it when you taste it. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. He's lying. I'm trying to lie to us.
I have no reason to lie. Like there is no reason.
Well, maybe he don't know. Maybe he don't know the difference of different meats. You know, because pork is naturally salty. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
maybe he don't understand the different taste of meat.
That could have just been how they season the rice and beans.
No, so this Popeye seasoned it differently. Jesse, do you know what pork tastes like?
Yes, I know what pork tastes like.
Okay, so you knew it was pork in that rice. Bottom line.
I do not know.
Who was that just talking that said they ate Popeye's rice when they used to eat pork?
Nigga, her life experience is not my life experience. Nigga, I did not know there was rice and beans.
Who was that?
I did not know there was pork.
But pork has different tastes, depending on how you cook it.
Have you ever ate the rice?
I'm telling you, I did not know that there was pork and rice and beans until I looked it up.
Man, you knew it was pork and that rice and beans because you tasted it. You just
I didn't.
To ignore it.
I have no reason to lie about it. I was ignorant
because if you tell the truth, then that's what fact. If you tell the truth, then you're gonna be telling us that you purposely betrayed God and was smacking pork down for months, knowing that it was pork.
But I think he was honest about that.
Wasn't honest because he said he didn't know. He'd be honest when he said when
okay, why would he honestly tell us he ate pork when he found out he was eating pork when he was eating red rice and beans? He found out he ate pork when he ate the prosciutto sandwich. He didn't have to volunteer that information. So that tells you that he's not lying about it.
No,
and if he didn't know, he didn't know. Not everybody knows stuff.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna tell you why he told us that, right? He was telling us that to prove his point that you can eat pork unknowingly and still not go against God. He was giving us instances when he did it because we was laughing at him saying that he ate.
It was when Appy asked him, has he eaten pork? How long he been Muslim? And when the last time he ate pork? And he was honest to tell us when the last time he ate pork.
Why was we asking him why did he eat pork?
No, he asked him, when's the last time? He asked him, when's the last time he ate pork? And how long he's been Muslim?
Why was we asking him that?
Brother, the point is this. The point is this. I didn't know that there was. I did not know prosciutto had pork in it, and I didn't know that red beans and rice had pork in it. This is something that I learned, within my time of being Muslim, and when I found out, I stopped consuming those products.
Okay. I think
I ain't eat pork in 10 years, and I got high one night, and my aunt was making pork chops, and I just wanted a sandwich, and I paid for that shit dearly because I was sick as a dog.
That's wild.
Huh?
I said that's wild.
Yeah, I got real sick.
I couldn't see it. I couldn't be it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't chew it.
Well, I didn't stop eating pork just for any religious reason. I just stopped eating pork because sometimes my brain tells me don't do things. Like I don't drink milk. I haven't drank milk in almost 15 years now. But I do eat ice cream.
I stopped eating pork because I watched my cousin feed 2 dogs to his pig pen, and I watched them pigs rip them dogs apart and shoot them dogs and eat them. And he sat there and told me, like, yeah, they eat anything you throw in there. You feel me? And ever since then, I said, oh my God, I will never eat this shit again, bro. Chicken, and then I watched the chicken eat another chicken. Our brain out through his eyeball socket. And I said, ew, I'm not eating this shit either. And that's when I just was like, I'm not eating meat no more because these motherfuckers are out here wild. That should change your whole perspective on it. Matter of fact, I still got that video on my phone. I think I'm gonna share it back in the chat. So y'all can watch these pigs. Wild the fuck up.
You watching pigs?
Nah, my cousin he got a farm out in South Carolina. And the dog did some wild shit. So he ended up shooting the dog. He threw the dogs over there in the pig pen. And the pig just
That's wild behavior. That's not cool behavior, period.
What's not cool behavior?
Because they damn near fed the dogs to the pigs.
He fed the dogs to the pig. Why that's not cool behavior? It was his dog? Sure.
Yeah, that's a little psychopathic behavior.
Yeah. Cuz ain't got it all up there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Pig, that's what pigs eat shit like that. You feel me? Something die on your farm, you throw it over there to the pig. You don't even know why he killed the dog. Why he killed the dog? Huh?
Well, I don't know. What was the reason for him killing the dog? Did the dog kill somebody?
No, the dog killed some other stuff. The dog was going crazy.
I'm saying, did the dog kill somebody?
No, not a body, not a person. The dog was killing other animals on the farm. So my cousin's still psychopathic?
I mean, he could have just put the dog down and fed it. He gave it to pigs to eat. Like, it's crazy.
How you put it down? What you mean put it down? He did put it down. What you talking about?
I just said what I said. To feed the dog to pigs instead of just putting the dog down the normal way.
What you how you put the dog down the normal way?
Okay.
What is the normal way to put the dog
Okay.
down?
Listen, I'm not trying to have an argument with you about this, so we're gonna leave it at that. I was wrong. Your cousin, I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. Your cousin's not a psychopath. We're just gonna leave it at that, okay?
All right, cool. I wasn't trying to argue with you just for the record. I just wanted to know that how do you normally put a
Right.
dog down?
She said it's unusual. It's unusual to do that, but
Well, on a farm or in the city?
on a farm.
All right, we can leave
On a
it.
farm. I come from family with farmland. Yeah, it's unusual to do that. They don't feed the dogs to the pigs, but they gotta put the dogs down.
I was on asking, so how do y'all put dogs down?
For whatever reason they got to put a dog down, they don't feed them to the pigs.
No. I'm saying, how do you put a dog down? When y'all had to, like, if y'all had to put a dog
Euthanasia. They normally give them a shot or something, right?
Oh, like take it to the vet and let it get a shot and then like that?
That's my thinking. I never heard of them being fed to pigs or feeding pigs to them. I never heard that.
Yeah, you should look up what happened on pig farms with people that got pigs. Anything
Well, I
that
know
died on
white
that,
men. I know white men fuck pigs too. So I don't know.
I don't know nothing about that. I've never experienced any of that. But I have been on a pig farm where when things die.
There's cases where a lot of animals get fucked on farms by humans.
Not on my farm. I'm talking about my personal
Y'all
experience.
be doing some strange things to these animals.
Yeah, no. About that.
Strange for change.
What kind of things you had on your farm growing up? What did y'all find?
Good tonight, y'all.
Hey, yo, I don't know if y'all my friends on here, but in a little bit, I'm about to go live and do like a listening party for this mixtape I dropped to promote this website that I'm about to drop. So if y'all want to check that out, y'all can tap in.
You starting a website?
Yeah, I got a website that I'm making for Mecca. That's my organization. It's Universal Melanin Enrichment Center of Abundance. And we're gonna be selling my music, a book that I wrote, some clothing merch that we made. We got some services that we offer that we're gonna be providing on the website as well. A community hub where we got different entrepreneurs. We host some of their products on there as well. So if any of y'all got any products or businesses, inbox me. You feel me? We can talk about what that look like. But yeah, I'm going live later playing some music off this album that I made. It's called the I Am Project. Yeah, good day, y'all. Appreciate y'all,
Yeah. I'm interested though, because I would just suggest that he start studying what's made with pork and what's not. He's not very well learned in the studies.
Yeah, never stop studying, man. So, hey, I went to a listening party last night too. It's a lady out here in Memphis. Her name is Talita. She got some pretty good videos, man. If y'all want to check her out. TALIBAH. Oh. Actually, I'm up out of here though, but I'll probably be back a little later.
Yep. I had a great day of rest. Everybody else? Anybody? Sure. We'll be starting any minute. Shit. Yeah. All this over pork. May the pork be with you. Crazy. Oh, it's because you can't accept a law. Somebody beating on some drums?
That's my keyboard on my phone.
Oh.
Like it makes these stupid. I can't even hear it, but y'all can hear it.
I'm like somebody over there jamming on the drum.
Listen, I'm in this other chat about to start shit with Ivory. I mean not Ivory, but what's that other bitch name? Honey Ho ass.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Because yep, in EMAG group because the bitch. Like I don't understand what these performative ass acts be.
Don't tell what you. Oh my god! Don't tell what you did the other day or whatever day it was. When you kept tagging her.
Oh, that bitch be getting mad. I be having fun with these bitches, like, and they be so stupid they can't even keep up. Like, I might not, I don't do things the way everybody do it, and so like this stupid asshole. What's this nigga name? Joshua was asking, where the hoes at? And I was like, only hoes I know in here. And he's like, I'm like, I don't know no other hoes. She like, well, at them so I can get to know them. At Honey, don't we know the same hoes?
Yeah, you crazy.
At Honey, don't we know the same hoes? You know them like I know them, don't you?
He was about to marry a hoe, wasn't he?
Who?
Yo,
Was he? I don't even know, but I guess she mad because I be talking to Joshua or whatever, and I guess the nigga working HVAC. Y'all know so I be like, where the HVAC niggas at? Like I heard the HVAC niggas make money, so she talking about, are you making a pass at Joshua? Bitch, why you worried about it?
Yeah,
ain't he married? Like why?
Joshua is ugly as fuck, yeah.
Like why the fuck would I be like? Bitch, I'm just finna mess. I'm just gonna get on your fucking nerves. But a bitch, she mad because that nigga what's that nigga name? Zion told her told us he was talking about her saying she had snail teeth. I told her. I thought it was funny. I ain't even know no fucking snails had no. So I'm looking at the damn picture. I'm crying because the shit is funny. I posted a picture. And so she gonna screenshot it. You gotta believe that I'm obsessed with you so that you can feel like somebody.
Yeah.
Bitch, I never fucking talk about you until you do this.
Somebody else brought her up, so like it ain't that.
And then I was on the phone sitting there minding my own fucking business. I was not a part of the conversation. She literally involved me in the conversation because she was mad because of the whole Joshua. I'm assuming because of the whole Joshua shit, but I'm really only doing that shit because it makes her mad and she's fucking easy and stupid. So, yeah, and
So you about to go fight her?
Wait, are we still streaming?
You about to go over there and scrap?
Oh, I just be. That's what when she would ask me what I was doing, what's the sounds? So, I'm like, that's me typing. That's me typing so I can start shit. Because like it'd be crazy to me that these people really be sitting up here making up stuff. Like that is the craziest shit in the fucking world to me, is the way that people get on this internet and make up stuff. Like and then truly believe you're supposed to chase down their made up stories and argue with the made up stories. Wow. What the fuck do I look like doing that? You know, you got a nigga that screenshots pictures of me every time I'm on a video chat because I'm ugly. You want me to believe that? I'm 38. I ain't never been called ugly in my fucking life, except for by people that's mad about something. And then on top of that, it's just what the fuck. But yeah, I'm not finna chase down no made up. Why the fuck? So yeah, but yeah, I'll be over there. I'm over there, and I'm gonna stay over there. She get. Why are you here? Why not? Why not be here?
She gonna put you on her live. She gonna put you on her live.
I don't give a fuck. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to care about that? Like, I don't give a damn about somebody having me on no goddamn live. The problem I be having is when people record stuff or take bits and pieces of stuff and pull it out of context and then try to make it be a story that they want to tell. That's what bothers me. Tell the whole fucking story. If you're gonna tell a story, tell the whole entire story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't like manipulate it. Because my thing is, if you really standing on it, then you standing on it, and it is what it is. You don't have to change it into something else. But see, and that's what be fucking them up, because you can't never say shit about me, but when you are an actual hoe, bitch, why the fuck would you be mad about me saying that the only hoes I know is in here if you know you a hoe?
Right.
Good grief.
How the fuck you mad, bitch? You are one of the hoes. I don't know no other prostitutes.
Oh my God.
I don't know no other bitches that sell dates and probably still ain't making no money because bitch, you ain't got shit. Like, cause you can't tell me, bitch, if I was making $1,500 a motherfucking hour on a date, you wouldn't be able to stop me from shit. And I would be going on them dates. Probably, bitch, I'd be booked the fuck up.
$1,500 a pop. Come on, man.
Ain't nobody paying Honey Clark no motherfucking $1,500 a day. She gonna have to show me.
She said an hour?
Nah, she works in customer service. That's where her paycheck's coming from.
And then gonna call somebody broke. Bitch, prove it.
Oh, Lord.
Prove to me that you got more money than me. Prove to me that you earn more income than I do. Prove that. Prove that. I'm gonna make some money whether I'm doing the work or not. I earn money when I'm not working. If I don't want to work, there are people who work for me. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. Whether or not my salon is a home-based salon, I got a whole part in the back that's a whole salon. Like, I don't give a fuck about that's more economically sound. I started this shit in 2020 when COVID was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I got to 6 figures in 1 month. I'm sorry, 1 year. The fuck?
Let me hold $5.
Yeah. Like, ain't nobody fucking with, like, nigga, that's why I don't be playing these games like these broke ass bit. And even if a bitch ain't broke, you still can't fuck with me. I ain't never hating on nobody that's doing shit. But when these hoes got everything to say, all because they need
the women that actually have money, I don't see them like using that to floss with or flex
right,
with.
you move
literally, women do not do that.
Right.
Women don't do that. That's why I thought it was weird when that nigga Kenny was like, let me get back to my 6-figure business. Bitch, I expect you to be making 6 figures. You should be making 6 figures. But you're not the only 6-figure bitch in this damn room. You're not the only person who makes $100,000 a year. The fuck are you talking about?
But I make good money. And I mind my business.
And most of the women and ain't nobody